right, Shalom. Start off first by giving all praise and glories unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kamkadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders that great millstone, taught us his truth through the Holy Spirit. We give much honor, love, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, those that give their life diligence to earn their salvation. Shalom. We got another day in Babylon, aka the United States of America, particularly coming from Sin City, Las Vegas. All right? This place is as wicked as all hell, and it's just a microcosm of what the United States of America is all about. All right? But it's on a concentrated scale here. All right, so this is June, what is it, the 9th? June the 9th, the first week of LGBTQ XYZ month. All right? And you know, you can see just how the pride is just going everywhere, man. You know, just people are just so happy for this whole same-sex marriage thing, to be queer and whatever else going on. We even have Benjamin Netanyahu over in the land of Israel, who call themselves the Jews.
Not a Jew.
Yeah, not a Jew, right? Hell no, not a Jew, right? Anyway, got him over there anointing, if you will, openly gay homosexuals as ministers over there. And he's a prime minister, proving what the fashion of this world is all about. Okay, and because as a matter of fact, somebody grabbed Job 9:24.
God.
Come. You got it?
It's Sirach chapter 10 and verse, I'll start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
Hey, a wise judge, this dude is clearly not a wise judge. He's in position to be a judge, but he's not wise at all. Because if he was wise, he'd have the wisdom of the scriptures, as God's chosen people are supposed to have within them. Okay? Especially if they're in their kingdom of heaven, which would mean that is the reason why they're back in the land over there, they would have that wisdom. But they're clearly not the Jews because they don't have it. You got it, bro.
It says, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
So according to that scripture, not a Jew is actually a homosexual himself. Okay? Because if you're elected and putting up homosexuals and openly gay people in high positions in your government, so to speak, then that's because that you're with that type of thing. You telling me Obama wasn't a homosexual? He's the one that made this a big month in this country over here, which leads me to believe that's why Michelle Obama was a transsexual. That's my own personal opinion.
Michael.
Michael Obama, right? Right, I believe that. Anyway, so
why was who was that the chick that died? Joan
Rivers.
Yeah.
Why did she mysteriously die after she
right
revealed
after she said it? Yeah, she revealed that, and then it was dead not long after. Yeah. And it wasn't of natural causes. Yeah. The moment you start speaking on certain things, and that sounds like what the Edomites would do, what the wicked elite would do to put up a black president or so-called dark-skinned president, right? And have him be a homosexual. His legacy was left as a homosexual. That's the one thing he was known to do in the earth. Okay? Anyway, so the point being, because he ruled according to that lack of wisdom, pushing out homosexuality, guess what? That proves that he's one himself.
Yep.
All right? He's with that. You have more?
I got a quick
another one.
Sirach 13 and 16. All flesh consorteth according to his kind, and a man will all flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
Yeah, he will cleave to his own type, which his own type is proven to be homosexual, just like Obama, just like not a Jew. Okay? That's exactly what they do. All right? If you think about it, if you're inclined to making money, you're gonna put yourself around people that make money. Okay? If you're in certain sports, you're gonna be around those same people with those same sports. Well, it's the same thing with personalities and sexual preferences. Okay? That was all you had right there?
Yeah, that was the point.
What did I call for? Job.
It's Job 9 and 24. And it reads,
Because it's known, I'll say that it's known that those gutter rats, I can't call them nothing positive, but those fake Jews over there, the land of Israel, run the world. So what they push out is what the world has to endure. And the reason those Muslim nations over in the Middle East, they're not with it. That's why they have all that tension right now going on. Okay, besides the position in the earth from a war and resources standpoint. Okay, so the world is clearly fashioned after their life. Go ahead, bro.
the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The wicked are those Jews, but particularly the rulership of the Edomites. Okay, those Edomites, whether it's the chief house of Satan or the lower, you Joe six-pack Edomites out there that don't know what the hell is going on and just love the wickedness that you're living in. Whether either way, it's that homosexual vibe, that vibe of wickedness pushed out on every level because this man is ruling the earth right now. Okay, go ahead, bro.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of righteousness, particularly the judges, starting with the top judge, our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay, you may call him Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, according to the Lashawan Kodash. All right, go ahead, bro.
If not, where and who is he?
If this ain't the wicked, where and who is he? If the so-called white man is not the wicked the Bible speaks of, then where's the wicked in the earth? Name somebody more wicked than this man in the earth that pushes out things contrary to the righteousness of the Holy Scriptures. This is the man that does it, and he not only does it with a conscious mind about it, it's in his spirit. It's everything about him that he has to push out wickedness. That's just what he's all about. All right, that was all I want on that. Go with it. Yeah.
It's Romans 1.
Matter of fact, start up a little bit. Like late teens, 17, 19, somewhere. Who have known the Most High and something. That evidence. Let me look. It's like, you got something right now? It's I'm looking for where I want to play. You started the point that I want to make. Romans 1. Start at 16.
Romans 1 and 16.
19 was what I worked with, but start at 16.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Mashiach.
Hey, the gospel is wisdom, man, the righteousness of the scriptures. And how do you proclaim the gospel? You have to condemn the wickedness that the earth has got going on in it. Okay? That's part of declaring the righteousness. Go ahead, bro.
For I am not ashamed of the gospel of the Mashiach, for it is the power of Yahweh unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first and also to the Greek.
Those are both Israelites, so let's not get simple. They're both Israelites, Greek-speaking Jews, okay, that were born in certain Greek countries, all right? Go ahead, bro.
For therein is the righteousness of Yahweh revealed from faith to faith, as it is written.
Because a heathen don't believe in this thing, man. Only Israelites believe in this, because the spirit is connected to it. You go in Christianity and any other religion, it'll be anybody in there. It don't matter what your nationality is. But this here, this Hebrew Israelite nationality thing only vibes with the spirit of our own God's chosen people.
That's right.
All right, so when you see a heathen or someone that looks like a heathen, believe it, that's really an Israelite. Go ahead, bro.
The just shall live by faith, for the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men.
Yeah, the wrath of the Most High is revealed unto us on the earth. Read that part again.
For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. But because sentence against an evil work isn't executed speedily, a lot of you people lack faith and you have doubt. So you jump and do all the wickedness that everybody else is. You run with the bandwagon.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Who hold the truth in unrighteousness.
Who hold the truth in unrighteousness. How? The truth is, when you do wickedness or you do unrighteousness, guess what? You get punished for it. Okay? And we're gonna, the coming time, we're gonna see how people get punished for the Most High God. We're gonna see His wrath get exacted on the wicked people of the earth. Right? Just because you ain't seen it yet, it don't seem to be happening. These people are flourishing in life, doing good and all of that. Doesn't mean that they're to be in good case, because a lot of perils are coming. Go ahead, Al.
Because that which may be known of Yahweh is manifest in them, for the Most High hath showed it unto them.
But his judgments, syphilis and so on, go on and on and on, talking about the many judgments that homosexuals and all that get. All right? Go ahead.
Now this is 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
There won't be no excuse. There's things on earth that you can't explain that are explained in this book, but then you're gonna go against what it tells you to and not to do in the book. Like there's not a judgment that's gonna come to it. Okay, there's gonna be a judgment that's gonna be given by just because you don't see it yet, don't mean it ain't coming. All right, go ahead, bro.
Because that, when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but because vain. It's like it became vain in their imagination.
Yeah, that was a vain thing, an empty thing to want men and men to be together, women and women to be together. Okay, they want to change your gender into something else. Okay, go ahead, bro.
But became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Their foolish hearts were darkened. Go ahead.
Professing themselves to be wise,
they thought they were wise. This is a new way to enjoy pleasures in the earth. This is a new way to be happy and to find love. We got all a million excuses about what goes on within that, but when judgment comes, watch how fast y'all run from it. When y'all try to say things like God made me this way, that's bullshit, man.
God.
I don't know a nicer way to say it, but that's all. We gonna see by the judgment that's manifested from those acts that you do. Go ahead, bro.
They became fools.
Yep.
And changed the glory of the incorruptible.
Hey, so it's a glorious thing to create life. Okay, that ways that you can't even express or understand how things we read that last week about how babies made. We don't know. It's the Most High making all that happen. It's above our understanding. But you people want to go into the ways of death, the ways that's not fruitful or able to be multiplied upon. Okay, man and woman together brings forth life and multiplication of souls upon the earth. Not, of course, the Most High gives the increase, but not man with man and so on and so forth, woman with woman. Go ahead, bro.
And changed the glory of an uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man.
Hey, stop right there. We don't mind how you stop. We're going to jump that up to that other one in the 6th chapter. All right, made the corruptible image. Read that slide. Read it one more time.
And changed the glory of an uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man.
Yeah, you take all the wonderful images that the Most High created and made beautiful and wonderful and excellent, and you corrupted them. Okay, particularly that rainbow. So hold that.
Select it real quick. Can you start at 21 real quick? I just want to go back through that real fast.
You got it.
Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Meaning that influence of Satan comes upon them, and they become like brute beasts.
God.
And when you try to talk to somebody that got Satan on them, there's no reasoning with them. They rationalize their own delusions from within, and they don't want nobody to question them or to try to correct them. It's like they're basically set in their ways. That's a demon. That's a major, powerful demon that's on them, man. And their whole mind is darkened. They're under the power of Satan, man. Which the Heavenly Father would give you up to that if you're not one of His chosen, man.
That's right.
This was going on during the height of the Roman Empire.
Right.
When that whole world was all it was known for was idolatry, sexual perversion, which is filled with homosexuality, orgies, all that was going on, even pedophilia. Okay? That was the fashion of the Roman world at the time. So of course, Jake growing up within that society, just like how Jake grew up in his society, they become full-on American. So all they understand is the American way. With Jake, when they was without the the Commonwealth of Israel when they was, living among the heathen and growing up, taking on their customs and their way of life. That's all Jake knew and understood. So when
let's say like this, because when you go into the time of Maccabees, which is imperative to understanding this whole timeline of history that went on, when the laws of the Bible were taken from all the Israelites that were known in those major cities and those major countries in that time, the Greeks, they began to push all that faggotry and all that other perverseness upon the people and forced it upon death if you didn't accept it. So you got all that history of years and hundreds of years of that time from the Greeks all the way up to the Romans. Now it's just everyday life now. This is just the norm of what's going on. So like the brother was saying, at the height of that time period in the Roman Empire, this is what's been going on for hundreds of years. This is the way it's supposed to be.
Normalized. Yeah, just like how here in America, all this freakism that we see, it's all normalized.
Yep, no new thing under the sun.
And it happened in this society. It happened way faster than it happened back in that society.
Yeah, it did. Cause like from the 80s to the 90s to now, it's like bam, bam, bam. You can see like in the cartoons. Early 90s cartoons wasn't having homo shit in it.
Right. Now you can't.
Well, if it was hit.
Yeah.
It was coded.
Yeah, like what would they just bring out now? Ernie or one of them motherfuckers in the Muppets was gay. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the other one? The other little transgender shit.
Arthur too.
Yeah, Arthur the Ant or whatever, or Annie or something. Yeah.
He supposedly he married another male.
Oh yeah.
SpongeBob, cartoons that didn't have it before, Scooby-Doo's and shit like Tom and Jerry's, all of that's full of it now.
They're just showing you how they
just progressed and they updated into this time now. Teach you about 2 mommies, 2 daddies, and living in that situation. And then you can change your gender. It's all. You think the
mind control?
Yeah, you think the Most High ain't gonna have vengeance upon you people for believing it and following after that? You got it, bro.
What became vain in their imaginations and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man.
Yeah, basically dealing with idolatry, in which, when you go back into the history of these different empires that was ruled by these heathens, they always had a figure or some type of god that they demanded you to worship who was going to grow up within their empire. And they always had a concept of worship to that particular deity. Like dealing with the Greeks, which it goes back even before them. You had certain gods that they worship, like I think it might have been one of the Canaanite gods, like Baal, was it Baal Barif or Peor, one of those demons. That demon was supposed to be the god of sexuality and lewdness. So that particular deity, the nations were having sexual relations. It was like basically sexual slavery to commemorate that god, man. So they always have some type of demonic lewd.
Which ain't nothing but updated Baphomet.
Yeah, it's all paganism. It's demonic, man.
That's what they did during that Saturnalia. That was a homosexual.
When they celebrated Bacchus.
Bacchus, I was thinking.
The orgies that the Greeks and the Romans.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the god of wine, but what they did was they would have wine parties and they would get so drunk they would get freaky and they would have revelings, orgies, man. That was the way of life in Rome and Greece. So these Israelites, they came up in that, in that mindset, man. So that's why when you had Israelites converting, they was finally hearing the gospel. Apostle Paul had to basically, put out the disclaimer like, hey,
some of these niggas filthy.
All this shit that you exactly, man. I'm giving you the gospel so you can, cleanse your way so you can come into the knowledge of the truth and be healed, man. Be received, man. Don't be like these lost jakes out here that's being like these damn Romans, worshiping idols and being a bunch of flamers, man.
Yep. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So that's what Paul was trying to stress to his apostles, to all the apostles out there, and to the men of the Lord. Like, look, you can't just condemn them. They're trying to clean up, but you got to give them the word. All right, but you got to know that it's going to take time to scrub all that hundreds of years of filthiness off their minds. Same thing with the Gentiles going on in this time now. A lot of these niggas can't come out of it because they so used to being niggas, man. They can't wash that slave mentality off. All right? And we're not just talking about the Negro slave mentality. We're talking about the Hispanic slave mentality. We're talking about the Native American slave mentality. That mentality's got to get washed out of you so you can become a nation of kings and priests. And in particular, the topic we're talking about is this homosexuality and this Pride Month going on. You gotta wash yourself all the way away from that. Okay? Because that's the way that's going to lead you to death. And when we get further down in that topic, it's going to tell you not only you enjoy doing it yourself, but you like to see others do it. Okay? You don't mind seeing, oh, it don't affect me, and he's happy. No, man, get that faggot shit out of you. Because that little bit of influence can change a whole generation. Look what it's doing. Look how fast this is happening.
Romans 1:32.
Yep.
Knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
But because in the law,
You gotta go back up. You gotta read why he says.
Right. So read it, but then no, you can't. So just stop right there. Go to Genesis. Yeah. Because what I'm about to show you is that we're in that second death right now. This is the first death with the washing of water, talking about the Noah flood water. Okay, and the second death that's coming is going to be with fire. But this is how the Most High felt, because the ideas that sparked way back in the time of Noah, you know, with Sodom and Gomorrah that came after that or whatever, still exist today. That energy is back on the earth again today, and within the same people again. All right? No new thing under the sun. Go ahead, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were
How
born.
are they doing that? It started off with just, hey, don't mingle with the heathen. Just stick to yourself. The sons of God stay between you. But then what? They start mingling amongst the other nations. Okay? The lesser people upon the planet. And that's when the filthiness began to come onto our people. And the years of life began to decrease. All right? Go ahead, bro.
And daughters were born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years.
Yeah, we just broke that down. Go ahead.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
Top level men on earth in those days. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean that it was what's the name, Apocalypse from X-Men walking around stuff. You know, it wasn't necessarily that. But though the stature of man was taller than this, it wasn't just 6 or 7 feet. It was taller than this, but their status, the height of their wisdom, the height of their what's the word I'm looking for?
They were of stature.
Counting.
They were men of renown.
Right.
They were basically famous. But they were the sons of the Most High.
Yep. And they were living a lot closer to righteousness. So you can imagine more spiritual works having to do those things. But then they start decreasing when they mix with those other daughters of the heathen, basically. All right? Go ahead, bro.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of the Most High came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
He saw that his chosen people were already, he hadn't fully chosen them, but they were already in spirit chosen, so to speak, if thou can understand that, that they became to get super wicked in the earth. Keep going.
And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
And that's the same thing that's happening in today's times. Okay? It happened in the time back in the Greeks. It's happening all forward all the way up until now. Okay? So that that the flood, so that washing of the flood, when it happened, it didn't fully wash all the wickedness away. But the fire is gonna wash it all the way away. The fire of the second death right now, that's gonna wash it all away. The second death which is coming. Is there a little more right there?
The second Ezra chapter 6, I mean not 6, second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. For the grain of
good
evil
can't come out from an evil tree, from an evil place, because there's nothing but wickedness sown in that place. If you plant an evil seed, it's going to be evil. That's rough from that. Why do you think Sodom and Gomorrah was wiped off the planet? Okay? Why do you think he had to wash all that original filthiness off the planet? But there was a residue that stuck around. When I said residue, I mean the residue of that wickedness that still lingered around after the fact. And now it's sprouted back up thousands of years later into what we see today, where wickedness is at an all-time high. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 30. For the grain of evil seed have been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much more ungodliness.
That happened when Eve, when the serpent planted that seed in Eve. Oh, you said that, right? When he planted that seed of knowledge in Eve, and then Eve passed it on to Adam. And that when Adam took hold of it, it just sprouted all the way into what we got going on now. Right?
It says, how much ungodliness have it brought unto this time?
How much ungodliness have all of that brought? From Eve going on, listening to that serpent, look at how bad it's gotten. Okay, and we've had a cleansing process that's taking hold already once in the earth. Now this time has to be that final cleansing process. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and how much shall it bring forth until the time of threshing come?
Yep, until the time of threshing come. But it cuts down all the wickedness, okay? All the wicked of the earth will get chopped down. All the wicked thoughts and perversions, as well as ideas of wickedness, got to get wiped off the earth. That whole energy got to go. Right?
Another quick one. 2nd Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time,
That's right.
and the beginning of immorality for to come, wherein corruption is past.
Yeah, where corruption is past. And immortality has to come on the earth to the righteous. Okay? That's the blessing, that's the gift that's given us that was meant to be given to us, except what happened. There was wickedness that was preceding the hearts of men. It was continually darkened. All right, and now that's what forward until we have what we have going on now. Right, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, still wait on that. That's the one in Genesis 6 chapter.
Verse 6. And they repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth.
He started looking at the world like, man, why make these people? This ain't what I was hoping would happen. I wanted there to be, people to live by the rule of by the way that I set them up with, and then that's not what happened. Okay? But the flaw was in man, not in what the ways of the Most High. Because he saw a bigger picture that he was gonna make happen at the end of this whole thing. And that's about to come to pass. But a lot of bad's gotta come to pass first. Go ahead, bro.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth.
And he said that, he did that at the time we're reading into with Noah, and he's gonna do that again, but on a different scale. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Both man and beast and the creeping thing.
Because if you know what happened with Noah and the ark that it gets to, he put everybody so that all the generations of animals and people went and died, had those 8 souls of people still on the earth, but then he had souls of, not souls, but he had those creatures that they could come back also, all in that ark. Everything else that didn't make it on there, gotta go. All right? Go ahead, bro.
That's why it says in second Peter,
Yep.
about how the Lord knows how to preserve the ungodly from temptation, but he knows how to deliver.
Godly from temptation.
He deliver the godly from the temptation, but even order to preserve the ungodly to the day of destruction.
That's right.
Noah represented the elect, the righteous, that's going to be delivered for salvation, and the rest of the people, they represents the rest of these people out there. That's not going to make it.
Undesirable.
And the Most High is being very long-suffering by allowing these people to continue on in their wickedness to preserve them to that final day, so they could be judged. And it's going to vex the hell out of us because the scriptures tells you that Lot was vexed.
Right.
But you saw who made it out.
That's
You're a con.
if you pull it, we're going to go on.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 29. Lo, this only have I found that Yahweh hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions.
Yeah, because they professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, as we read in Romans the 1st chapter. Okay? He made man upright with all the tools and all of the angles to do the thing, do this life right.
Upright meaning perfect.
Yeah, perfect, where they could be righteous. But what do? They sought out many wicked ways, because to turn from righteousness, you got to turn to wickedness. There's no other angle to go to. Okay, but that's what man upon earth has sought out.
God is great. God is good every day, all day.
Go ahead, bro. That was more. That was it. I'll go back.
And the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations.
Upright. Keep going.
And Noah walked with the Most High. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
And that's where everybody should know the Noah story with the flood and everything. It had never rained before. Then it rained for like 40 days and nights, and the earth flooded, and so on and so forth, washing out and killing all the people. That was the first time it had ever rained at that time. All right?
The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
Yeah, because it wasn't just, the people were defiling the whole earth to where they're defiling animals. Animals up there simple being animals, but then you got a fucking person coming up there.
Jake, man.
Then you got a person coming up there defiling animals.
Well, hey, the same thing they doing now, defiling animals.
Donkey parties and shit.
Making a gay.
Yeah, you can marry animals and have sex with animals.
Gay lions and shit.
Yeah, bestiality, all this stuff is going on.
Leviticus 18 chapter.
Yeah, that's funny because that has all of the laws in there and what you're not supposed to do. Hold on 1 second. I want the brother to get to the end of that.
And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
All flesh but Noah had corrupted the earth.
And Yahweh said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence to them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
I will destroy them with the earth. I'm going to flood the earth with water and destroy man up off the earth. Save everything soon.
Verse 14, make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch.
Yep. Basically, that's him telling me to get an instruction to create the ark, because what he's about to do upon the earth, flooding it and then killing man upon the planet. So I got you. All right, now go ahead with your precept.
So Leviticus 18, I'm gonna start at 22.
Yep.
And it says, thou shalt not lie.
Start at 20.
Yeah.
This is Leviticus 18 and 20.
18 chapter.
No, 18 chapter.
So where you find stuff that's happening?
It's Leviticus 18 and 22. And it reads, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Hey, but that same confusion is happening in the earth rampant today. Okay? That was a law given after we came out of Egypt, but in the time of Noah, we already knew that. I mean, some of this stuff is really common sense. Okay? Some of these laws are common sense, but man seeks out wicked inventions and want to try something new. You know what I'm saying? Just like people upon earth to talk about how good vagina is to a certain woman as the bomb. They talk about animals and shit like that too. The damn devil be up there talking about how wonderful it feels to the gerbil up his ass, man. That's how this wickedness is going on in the earth, man. That's got to get wiped off the planet. Okay? Most High can't keep them wicked ideas of flourishing in the earth no more. Okay? But he's waiting so he can exact his most perfect wrath upon the earth, man. Alright? So jump to the 9th chapter. Is it the 9th chapter? Is it the 9th chapter, right? Genesis? Yeah, talking about after the water was starting to recede.
It's like that whole chapter, Leviticus 18, is basically about all sexual perversions that you are not supposed to be practicing. That whole chapter just goes into many different illicit sexual acts that you used to abstain from, man. Because that's what the nation of the heathens would do, especially the nasty ass filthy Hamites. Okay.
Genesis 9:11, and I'll establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all.
This is after the flood happened. The water began to recede. He's telling him, I'm going to establish my covenant. All right, he's going to explain what his covenant is. Go ahead, bro.
And I shall establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood.
Any more by the waters of the flood. So he didn't lie when he said that. When he's coming with the second death. Water is one thing, H2O is one thing, but this time he's bringing fire. Okay? And there's going to be a larger number that'll be saved that won't taste of that second death. Because there's going to be heathen that's ready to go to work that ain't going to get hit by the missile fire, as well as the elect is going to get beaten up and escape the missile fire. Alright?
Neither shall there be any more, neither shall any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And Yahweh said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you.
I'm going to give you something physically to show you that I won't do that no more. And this was a beautiful thing that was given to us. Imagine what that feels like after everybody on the planet gets wiped off. Everybody you know, except your immediate family, is gone. All the animals, everything, all life on the planet is gone, except for the 8 souls and a few things flying around. All right? Go ahead, bro.
This is the token of the covenant.
But there's clouds and rain coming down, something you've never seen, just a day that you've never seen before happening, and then all of a sudden the sky breaks, the clouds break, and now there's a token in the sky. Go ahead,
which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud.
Yep. What bow is that? Talking about the rainbow. Because to create a rainbow, what has to happen? You have to have moisture in the air, or literal precipitation coming down,
humidity,
and sunshine coming together. What happens is when the light. What happens is when it's like a prism. The water acts like a prism, and it casts a rainbow or a spectrum of colors out amongst into the sky, where the water, where the sunlight is passing through the raindrop, or the different water out there. All right, that's how scientifically, in a nutshell, it works. Okay, but that token is there when both of them happen, just to remind you that, hey, I'm not gonna kill everybody like I did the last time with that. Go ahead, bro.
And Yahweh said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud.
Yep, that you're gonna see it in the cloud. Because you need that moisture coming out the clouds, and also the break of the clouds, the sunshine coming through that. Okay, them coming together is what makes that happen. All right? That's why it's usually a gloomy day with a little or scattered showers.
Or just finished raining.
Yeah, just finished. Right? That's when the rainbow will pop up.
And I'll remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh.
Yep.
And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I'll look upon it that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Yahweh and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth.
So that's a righteous covenant that was made from the Most High God and man and the earth, right? I mean, between the Most High and the earth, and man upon the earth, and all the beasts and everything else. And he wasn't going to kill everybody and everything like that no more. So that's a beautiful thing to see. And how rare is it to see something that glorious show up in the earth, knowing that the Most High said, I'll put that up there just for you, so you know that I'm real. Going back to Romans, the 1st chapter. The unseen things are giving evidence of the eternal Godhead that he's there. Okay? You can see all of that happening because he made these things manifest.
See, to show how great the Most High is, so when you normally make an agreement with somebody, you usually seal something with your signet to verify, your agreement or your contract. The Most High didn't have to write on a piece of paper, that he's not gonna flood the earth. All he gotta do is, every time you see that damn rain cloud, you see the rainbow, you know the Most High is not gonna flood you out. That rainbow is just, it was a signet, man.
And it wasn't just a bracelet or no small coin or something that man has to use upon earth. This was something in the heavens that he put.
That was a heavenly signet.
Yeah. And it's eternal that everybody upon earth can see that. Wherever that cloud is at, it's going to be sitting up in there. That was it on that, right? Go back to Romans, the 1st chapter.
Oh, can I get it?
You got it.
Real quick? Because like going back, it says, he had made man to be upright, but they sought out many inventions. Let me get this in the microphone real quick. This is Sirach 11:31, and this is what the wicked will do. It says, for he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil.
That was it?
And in things worthy praise will lay blame upon thee. Let's go to Sirach 39 and verse 27. It says, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
So to the sinners they turn to evil. So what have they done? Something as glorious and as beautiful as a rainbow, they made it into something wicked now. Like, they're straight heterosexual men that I like the look of the rainbow, or the natural image of the rainbow, but guess what? For not fear, but just for not being mistaken about who you are or what you represent, I can't even wear rainbow shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they corrupted it and made it now into something evil. All right? And the whole energy that now comes with it. That's what the wicked has done in the earth, and that's what they've done particularly with something as righteous as a covenant with the Most High. Talking about that covenant with the earth, that the Most High made with man upon earth. You got something, BZ?
Ecclesiasticus 15:12.
Yeah.
Say not thou, he has caused me to err.
Yeah.
For he has no need of the sinful man. The Lord hateth all abominations, and they that fear Yahweh.
I'm going to want you to bring that out again after we get the law in the 20th chapter of Leviticus. Because don't go too far from it. You can read it down, though.
Sirach 15:13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not.
Yep. Because you cannot love. How could you love? That's the problem with the wicked. Wicked loves things that are detestable or an abomination unto the Most High. Okay? Those detestable acts. That's what you see. We tell people, hey, we'll cut that shit out, man. He gonna get you. And what do? You continually push it. Nah. Because sentence against an evil work is an executed speedily. The hearts of the sons of men are fully set in to do evil. You got something else? You got
Jeremiah 44:4. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
Here it is. Go keep going. That was it.
But But they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods.
Because that's what it is. You're basically giving power unto these other gods, man. You know, it's like Baphomet and all types of androgynous demons that got you loving this LGBTQ shit, man. Well, there's a sentence that's going to come to you. That sentence and punishment and judgment is going to be from the Most High God. It's going to be a wrath that you've never seen before. Okay? But he going to mix the sexual illicit up with just the straight wicked murderers and killers. He going to put everybody's going to catch the hot judgment, man. False prophets, all that's going to get balled into one and catch that harsh judgment.
Can I read the verse 6?
You got it?
Verse 6, wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day.
And that goes for the whole nation, not just the southern kingdom. That goes for the whole nation, both kingdoms. We're all one nation coming back together in this time, but everybody's gonna catch that judgment if you ain't with the righteousness of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah.
That's right. Elect.
If you're not the elect. You know, you got it.
It's just a quick thing.
This is Jude chapter 1 and verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. That's why nothing grows in that land today. All right? Nothing grows in that land. The same thing that's going to happen here in America, because America's with it. America's at the forefront of pushing out all this homosexuality. Okay? If it would have been in one of the, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. But
when Entertainer said it, he said, well, I don't know if it was Paul Mooney, was one of them comedians that said, if the Most High, if God doesn't destroy Hollywood for all their homosexuality or whatever, then he owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology. It was somebody that said that, man. But what they don't understand is the Most High, he works on his own time.
That's right.
That's why I said in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, you know, people are ignorant on how the Heavenly Father works. One day to the one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day to the Father. So you know that was you know days ago when he had to destroy ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
A lot happens in the Most High's day, man.
Yeah,
a lot happens.
So the Heavenly Father, he's just letting all your wicked works pile up. Okay.
Jay Leno.
Okay, come. Yeah, man.
What was the quote again?
It says
he basically said if God doesn't destroy Hollywood, you know, for all their the type of shit that goes on there, then he owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know.
For real, you gonna tell the Most High, wicked ass place in the apology? Well, guess what? He gonna destroy Hollywood, which is basically him admitting that he knows he's gonna destroy it.
Yeah.
You know? But to say it in that way, the Most High read into you, he gonna light your ass up too. Keep talking fly to the Most High like that.
Burn every inch of that long ass chin you got.
Yeah. You got something? Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, and verse. I'll start at verse 5. Moreover, the nations in their wicked conspiracy being confounded, she found out the righteous and preserved them blameless unto the Most High, and kept them strong against his tender compassion towards his son. That's talking about Abraham. You're going back to the Tower of Babel when he had to confound the language of the people because they was coming together, conspiring together as one, trying to build up the tower. That was the ancient world version of the New World Order.
Yeah.
Right now, this is what Esau's intending to build with his New World Order right now. But to bring all these nations up under this man's rulership to serve basically the spiritual demon Satan, man.
Yep. And LGBT is one of those devices.
LGBT is just one of the practices of that religion, Satanism. Okay? It says, when the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man, which was Lot, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities. of whose wickedness even to this day the land slacketh. Of whose wickedness even to this day, till this day, till this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul. Hey, remember Lot's wife.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of our women that's devoted to this this society, this way of life, man. A lot of them, they represent Lot's wife. That's why a lot of them ain't gonna make it either.
They represent Lot's wife, Job's wife.
Job's wife, yeah, all of them, man.
You women
If our women don't completely denounce this whole setup, this whole society, man, the system, the image of the beast, then they're gonna die with this system, man.
Right.
They're gonna be destroyed pretty soon. All right. It says, for regarding not wisdom, they gave not only this hurt, that they knew not the things which were good, but also left behind them to the world a memorial of their foolishness.
Yep. Passing that wickedness on to the children and the people up under them.
Hey, in this place, America's gonna be a memorial, man, for the foolishness of these wicked ass people.
That's right.
It's gonna be a memorial, man.
That's right.
And when you go over there, like all these archaeologists, they conduct those trips where they go out there and they discover to try to see or substantiate the evidence of the Bible.
Yeah.
When they go out there, every year it's like they do it. They go out there and all they see is just a wasteland filled with nothing but ash, dust, and sulfur.
Yep.
When you look up brimstone, that's actually what it is.
Lot's wife still standing out there.
Yeah, a big ass pillar of salt.
Because the body is made up of water and salt, different, elements and stuff. So the Lord he just took all the water out of her system and left salt.
And to back what you said on that, because when you if you play sports and things like that, you drink your Gatorade while you play sports or your water. When you start sweating and you see that little white stuff stuck on your forehead, that's salt.
It says, but also left behind him to the world a memorial of their foolishness, so that in the things wherein they offended, they could not so much as be hid. So it was left for all societies and empires that would spring up after that rulership. It was left for them to actually remember on their wicked works. The things that they did, the lifestyle, being a bunch of sodomites, homosexuals, lesbians, people that was in a bestiality. If you live like that, then hey, you're gonna end up just like that. Right. You're gonna end up just like what the Lord did to that place. You gonna feel that same fire, man.
Right.
Jude chapter 1 verse 7.
Read it again.
So I get Isaiah 1.
Now read that one again, then you get Isaiah 1.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication, and after strange flesh are set forth an example suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
Yep. As the memorial still standing today, still standing today. I did get that other one, we'll get
Isaiah 3 and 9. The show of their continence does witness against them, and they declare their sin in Sodom.
And what did he say? A man may be known by his lips, in Sirach 19, and by his gait. The way he present himself. You can look and see this man's a faggot. Like this man is fucking sweet cakes, man. This dude is like, or this woman.
What you call them, velvet cakes?
Velvet
cakes.
Feminine mannerisms, man.
Yeah, you can see it. All types of woman mannerisms.
Twist your wrist a little too soft.
Neck is not stiff. It's all loose and shit, wobbly and shit. Switching it up, all that shit, man. All the shit that women do for attention, these homosexual men do the same
they
shit.
take it to the next level.
Yeah, but they go.
Jake is the worst. He's was the most flamboyant with it, man.
Like that video one of you brothers posted of the other camp.
In Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
When them Jakes was twerking and shit. Yeah, man.
Let me say this real quick. If you remember, how did it go? Go ahead, brother. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking.
And they declare the sin of Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Yep. And that's why when you was going into Sirach 15, wasn't it? Wasn't it Sirach 15, BG? Yeah. Go back to that right quick. Because it was telling you that it wasn't the Most High that did that to you. You did that. Matter of fact, get what chapter is that? It's the one that says I think it's James. Is James the first chapter?
You're talking about when a man is enticed of his own lust.
Is it the first chapter, third chapter?
No, that's in James.
James, right?
It's in James.
James the first chapter.
I want to read one.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 15, verse 1. He that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that have the knowledge of the law shall obtain her.
Yep. What's that her? Talking about wisdom. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
Going down to 12. Say not thou, he has caused me to err, for he has no need of the sinful man. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear the Most High love it not.
Yep. Is there more on there?
What about he need not a sinful man?
No, he just read that part. It's another part.
He need an abomination to read?
Yeah.
He himself made man from the beginning, and left him in the hand of his counsel.
Yep.
If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness, he has set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt.
Keep going.
Before man is life and death.
Because you have a choice. On a small level, there's a choice to this thing. To where, because like the brother read earlier, you're gonna gravitate to what you like. You're gonna gravitate to the things that's your kind. Okay? So if you're the type that love death and wickedness, guess what? You're gonna gravitate to those things that lead to that. And if you're somebody that wants to be in a righteous manner, then guess what? You're gonna gravitate to those things. All right? Finish that verse, I think it is.
And whether him like it shall be given.
Yep, and whether him like it, so you get to choose what you like about it. And that's why I need that James. That was it, right?
In other words, choose your poison.
Yep. No, well, choose life or death. Right. Basically, do you want to live or follow the spirits? If you don't like life, then choose your wicked vice that you want to die with.
Like he told Cain, if you would have done righteousness, then would you have been accepted with him?
Yep.
You know, you do good, you prolong your life, but if not, then you die. That's the wages of sin. Right. You gotta pay for your wrongdoings, man. People think that they should be able to get a free pass to just commit iniquity basically forever.
Hey, it's the child mentality where you just teach the child, but you don't reprimand the child for fucking up. No, you people is too damn grown to be still making these child ass mistakes. And it's to the point if the brother would have read up a little bit in Isaiah the first chapter. The Most High's telling you acting like you don't know what this is already. You should already know that he ain't dealing with the BS no more. Okay, that's why you was talking about that same chapter. That's why you was burning incense, because you knew that you fucked up. It'd be different if you just act like you didn't know, but you knew you messed up. But you was using that as a license to sin, using those atonements as a license to sin. Okay, Most High ain't with that. He saw through your BS, man. Okay.
Well, there wasn't no atonement for a man sleeping with another man or a woman sleeping with another woman. That was off top. That was a sin unto death. So they didn't have no sacrifice when they was doing that. That's why you didn't have too much of that going on when we were, in our land, man. That wasn't an issue in Judea, even during the time of the Greco-Roman Empire. The Jakes that knew the law and that was in the land, there wasn't no homosexuality and all that shit going on. But you notice when he addressed the churches of Rome and Corinth and all those other places away from Judea, he had to address these type of things, man. Because these were where Jake was living among the heathen. That's the shit that they do. Because the heathen don't have any self-control, man. They're about their flesh.
Yeah. They don't have a father. It's like a kid that's left to himself without no parents.
The scriptures tell you he's gonna be willful.
Yep. And you can't break that off the heathen. We're gonna break it though. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna break all that not knowing what the hell. We're gonna make you badass kids get in line, man. The Most High is gonna make you badass kids get in line, man. So a lot of people saying it the wrong way. He gonna make you get in line. He gonna use us, the elect, to do it. All right. Anybody has something? I get that James.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 14.
Yep.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust.
Of his own lust. Most High didn't make you that way. You had that desire of wickedness. You chose the wickedness versus or the fire versus the water. You know, you had the choice of which one you wanted, life or death. You chose wickedness. What tempted you was your own lust. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and enticed.
Yep.
Then when lust have conceived.
Once you're enticed, somebody grab that word enticed. Because this is basically what this whole sexual thing is based on. An enticement of your own lust.
God just lust in the mind.
If I may say, you know, when you go back to the garden, when after the serpent beguiled Eve, it said that the tree was pleasant to her eyes.
Yep.
So that meant that she found some type of lust. Like it was some type of curiosity for her to desire the lifestyles that was being taught to her by the damn serpent.
Yep.
You know? It probably made her tingly, like, man, I'm trying to, you know, I kind of want to, you know how women get when they get all curious and they want to try shit out, and
She's seen that feminism, man.
Yeah. She's seen a woman having empowerment of women.
She's seen social media with all these bitches showing their ass and titties and get millions of likes, man.
Women on TV with
surgeries and shit, you know. I don't like how my toe look. I'm gonna make it better.
Women at
my ass bigger.
With a car at a fucking car wash with the water hose and the soap coming down her face while they tonguing each other up and shit. You know? She saw all that shit, man. Women as bosses. You know, women having a high military rank.
Ruling over men.
Let me go back a little further, because she didn't know what that was like before, right? But inside her, she had that desire to want that position. To even give attendance to the ear of the serpent. Talking about that. So when he hit her with some of the information that she would learn, the way that she would come out, it was already like, ooh. Like, for a humble woman, what would a humble woman have done if Eve in that time was humble? Nope. I ain't listening to nothing you said, Adam. I love the way Adam is ruling over me. I don't want to be even tainted by your bullshit. Let me stick to my, to my man.
It was that
She
certain.
would have cut off her flesh.
Yeah.
She would have never gave in to her flesh. Her flesh is what made her give in to that lust.
Hey, she saw Planned Parenthood. I can fuck any man I want. She saw condoms. She saw all this shit.
She saw the black unconscious niggas worshiping.
Yeah. What she didn't see was the fucking muffin tops and stretch marks and all the nasty
and
shit.
bald-headed ass.
Bald-headed ass. Weaves and shit. Like, you didn't see all of this coming. Back in the day was beautiful.
And being the top race of women that holds that have the biggest percentage in the HIV disease.
Children out of wedlock. You see all of that.
She owns the highest numbers in the HIV AIDS rates.
They say it's a million cases of new STDs every day.
She leads that percentage in the world.
That's what happens when you don't leave the flesh out, man. You know? That carnal nature, man.
Yeah, wedlock between a man and a woman. Man don't supposed to get down on one knee and fucking go to a white man and get a marriage like that. Ain't wedlock. No, marriage is sex. daughter's, the woman's father gives her away to a
See,
man.
this is what this
to understand
the bullshit she saw. This what these black ass saw. Right there.
Sick, man.
This is what these black ass look, bro. That's exactly what these black ass saw right there.
Yeah.
She saw.
I mean, all those.
That's what I'm saying. Panic to get the group right there, and then get the end dub on the point.
Oh yeah.
You saw the group. Every curve is out everywhere. This is what
Legs and thighs out, ass, cheeks out.
she thought she was going to have a butt.
Now,
Whatever thing that she wanted.
and that's where she turned out to right there, the nigga one.
Yep, that's what happened.
You can turn back, bro.
But that all of those things are what she saw. And you know, that one probably is. But my point is, I don't know her what she's done, but she's an example of what we're talking about. Okay? It happens, man. There's always examples. Because it's everywhere. This place is wicked as hell. It's everywhere. How could you not have an example? Walk past you. Go on, bro. Oh, slide. Yeah, get that word entice right there.
It's enticed. G1185, Big Yazzo. It says to bait, catch by a bait, to beguile,
A trap.
allure, entice, and deceive.
Hey,
Eve. That's why I brought her up. She was beguiled by the serpent. You know, he presented the idea in her mind, like, hey, don't you like the sound of men worshiping you? Don't you like it?
wouldn't you like to
Wouldn't you
choose
like
the man
that?
that you want to be with?
Wouldn't you like to be on top of the world?
Equal rights.
Yeah.
All this bullshit.
You don't have to be up under the stronghold, under the rule of your husband.
Look, Adam didn't even tell you what that tree was about. Look, I'm gonna tell you what it's all about, and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna benefit you. Hey, and by the way, having that knowledge of the tree of good and evil, it did nothing good up to this point. It's gonna become something good. We'll become better judges in the earth. We'll become righteous judges in the earth. Completely balanced, but just in general, look how bad it's gotten. Because of that, it brought death like fast. Death happens like this now.
Yeah, Sirach says that the woman who came in the beginning of sin, through her we all die.
That's right. Because of that.
And that's why, and why you think it's always the woman that's at the forefront of these different movements that's pushing these perverse, liberal movements.
Yep.
You know, especially the black woman.
Yeah, if it was a commandment for women to come out to camp and teach, they wouldn't bring their ass out to teach. And then it's just because it's too right. It's too much against what they really want on earth. Okay? It goes against the blessing of so for you newcomers coming in, don't have your woman out here, man. I know that's gonna become something. It's already something amongst other camps. The scriptures don't give a license to have your woman on the battlefield like that. This ain't no Joan of Arc story. All you women pastors, put the book down, go humble to your man, or pray that the Lord give you a man. But cut that old teeth about the teach the world. I'm the greatest pastor. We know what your real desires are. We can see through.
The serpent told Eve, you don't need a man.
The man gonna chase you.
Back in James 1:15.
Because the woman is the number one tempter of man upon earth. Especially Jacob. Go ahead, brother.
It says, then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
Because sin is what? Transgression of the law. Reinforce that because of that lust. But you know what? I can break it this one time. And then one time that happened at one time, so it goes on and on. Yeah?
And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Yep. Sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. And that's what we learn. We learn to feed the serpent how to die. And this is the type of shit they push out LGBTQ, which is a way of death. There's no life coming out of this. There's no what major advancements in history has LGBT brought to the forefront? Nothing but a destructive way. It does not help mankind in any way. Right?
All they really bring to the world is their own acceptance achievements, social and self-acceptance achievements. That's all it's about. You know, we're gonna celebrate that we're different, but we want to be accepted though. We want, and we need everybody to tolerate that we're different than you.
But we want to do the same things and
but we want to be respected as normal, just like you are. No, you're not normal, man. And first of all, why the hell do I gotta accept you for what you ain't, but you can't even accept yourself for who you are?
Yeah.
Why would I respect that, man? So you're not bringing nothing productive to this world. All you doing is bringing more confusion, pushing more confusion in the earth, man. And all that, and the serpent, all he does is he just fuel it. He helps to keep it fueled, man. Keep it going. Okay.
It's funny because the video I did earlier about queer grace, right? Talking about believers and the LGB or whatever the hell, right? At the top of the website, there was like 4 or 5 numbers of help hotlines that these people. I bet if you Googled it, it would show that the LGBT community are the ones that's leading a group of people that lead the numbers and like suicides.
Yeah,
man.
kind.
They're leading in suicide because it ain't right in them.
That's the,
And STDs.
that's the spirit too, because I found the article and was able to do a video on it that they have it's the LGBT and the transgenders all in one. They have something that they call it's either sex change regret, and they commit suicide off of that.
Because shit don't work right after you do it.
These people are mentally ill, man. That shit is a straight mental illness. And then they take that abominable pride and they go out there to the streets and start dancing around and have butt-ass naked in tutus in front of a bunch of children. That's fucking mental illness, man.
But they want to be accepted.
Pass that off as a normal behavior.
So we want your insanity. You want us to treat it as normal. Fuck out of here. Let's go to anybody have anything else? Let's go to
I have something. This is Job chapter 34 and verse 10. It says, "Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding. Far be it from the Most High that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity."
Yeah, the Most High don't do that. Okay, you're enticed to do those things. He's not tempting you. He's not pushing you into those things. You are doing that unto yourself. Okay, you secretly want that for yourself.
Because really it's nothing but bringing forth death. And even though we don't like this, the one nigga, Dr. Umar Johnson, he brought up some facts basically dealing with all the patients and stuff that he worked with, me and Jake. He said out of all the patients that I work with, he said around 95 to 98% of them that are in that or doing that lifestyle, they was touched as little kids, man. You know, which also goes into the law that those people that do that should be killed. Hey, because it's just a continuation of sin that brings forth more wickedness, man. And that's all it is, and the cycle just continues.
A pattern.
And that's why they're beginning to that particular community, LGBTQ, they're beginning to empathize with the pedophiles.
Right.
You know, now they start to say, well, we have our, we have the way of life that we like to live. We see those people, they have, what, I think it was something that came out not too long ago, where Esau was basically trying to say, basically, all people, whatever they love, you shouldn't condemn. Like you should, whatever lifestyle. I forget how it went, but basically, but basically, pedophiles, they're humans just like us. They have lust just like we have lust.
They're human and they're
So they should
they're just
get
trying to live.
right. So they shouldn't.
They know.
Right. So they shouldn't get discriminated against just like we should get discriminated.
God, because once you accept one of them, you accept everything.
Yeah.
And that's what
That's supposed to be because LGBTQ is supposed to be an accepting, tolerating type of community. Like we accept all manner of perversion. Whatever sexuality you are, you could be a part of this community. Yeah. But now, the Edomites over there starting to they trying to do a straight pride parade, and all of a sudden what happened to being tolerated, man? You know, what happened to being accepting and tolerated? You know? Now, why is that an issue that heterosexuals are want to walk and have their little straight parade, man? This basically what this deal was expose your hypocrisy and your narcissism.
Yep.
We have to look. The heterosexuals have to accept it. Those that don't like it, we gotta accept it. You get to call us names,
but we can't say shit about you.
So what's next? People that have pleasure in murder, they're gonna be accepted too.
Yeah, that opens the door for everything.
That box is open now.
Yeah.
If a homosexual spit on me, that's assault. But if I sock his ass in his lip, that's a hate crime.
Yep.
I'll get penalized even more harsh than the faggot that spit on me.
The faggot can have AIDS.
Yeah.
It's less. It's looked at as less. And if you defend yourself. And damn near if you call him a faggot, don't even touch him. If you call him something, you might get hit with something.
Bro, if you call him he or she and their whatever pronoun or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Out of a gender pronoun. Yep. So let's you have something to go down?
Revelation 21:8. But the fearful, which is cowardly, and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, whoremongers are pimps, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
And the brother was beautifully brought that up, because now we're about to go back to when it happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, because we've been alluding to it. We're going to actually hit the story real quick. Okay? Because there's no new thing under the sun. The Most High saw how beautiful that played out. It didn't play out as beautiful with the washing, the flood of Noah, waters of Noah, but Sodom and Gomorrah was a good testament of how well fire will work, because nothing is inhabited in that land ever again.
Yep.
Still now, still to this very day. So that's why it's going to be beautiful that he's going to cleanse the earth this time with fire. Go ahead, bro.
Genesis 4:19, Slacky and 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
Hey, how do you mean know them? We're talking about know them sexual. They want the two angels that came in there, excuse me, that Lot was talking to, they want to get to know, they want to pop those men, man. This is what happens when you allow that type of perversion to walk around in the earth like that, man. If you don't eradicate that poison off the earth. Okay? Keep going out. That's why I want you to read up that little.
And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, I have two daughters, which have not known a man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them.
I'm gonna get kind of graphic right here, but I gotta do it, because you gotta think about the mentality that's going on. And Lot understood. He was like, look, my daughters, they ain't known a man. They tight. I know you thinking you want to pop a man in the ass because it's tight. My daughters are tight, perfect, and it's lawful. Just do it that way. There's nothing that you can do with a man that you can't do with my virgin daughters. Watch what they say.
Unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof, and they said, stand back.
Yeah, because it looked like a trap. Like I trapped them up in here. To set them up for you if I let them have. Don't do this. Go ahead.
And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came here to break the door.
Now we gonna mess you up about it.
And that shows you how heavy the demons was on them.
Yep. The men of Sodom had heavy demons on them.
But the men pulled forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the man said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides, son-in-laws and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city? Bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it.
You can jump down after 24. Don't even worry about how many times you talk about it. You jump down like 23, 24, something like that.
That's 24. 23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and the inhabitants of the cities that which grew upon the ground.
He destroyed everything. Wiped out every ounce of life out of that spot. Nothing can grow there now. Nothing.
It says, but his wife looked back from behind him and she became a pillar of salt.
And his wife looked back and became a pillar of salt. That's going to happen to a lot of you people, particularly you women that want to hold on to this wicked ass life that's going on here. Okay, if you love this life so much, you're going to get destroyed with this place.
Scripture say that he that loveth his life shall lose it.
Yeah.
You know, but he that hateth his life shall gain it eternal.
Because friendship with the world, because you like the fashion of this world, you want to have friendship to be a part of this, you're going to disseminate with the Most High, you're going to be put to death. Okay? Love righteousness in spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's how you find life. Alright? Second Peter. You have something right now?
So Psalms 52, verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness.
Yep.
Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. It's like that was that's not it's like you can
Second Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person.
If he's doing all of this wickedness to all these people that was in a high position that he loved and cared for, how much more is he going to do? But where's that one? Is that in James also? That's First Peter.
What?
If the righteous shall study, you say.
Peter, for first and four.
Yeah, somebody bring that out. Hold on. Matter of fact, you right there. Go to First Peter. Yeah, it's like 17 or something.
I'm right there.
Go ahead.
It's 1 Peter 4. I got this stuff. 1 Peter 4 and 17. Says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
If the righteous are barely going to make it out, what about everybody else? Man, they're going to get destroyed in a very painful, harsh way. Okay, now go back.
This is verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world.
Hey, because if you look at the big picture of this, he didn't just take Noah completely out of the situation. He still had to deal with the waters and floods. Okay, but he had a vessel that would protect him. Okay, through his spirit. Okay, he had him built that ark that was to protect him and the 7 other souls that was with him. All right, to preserve them.
Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow.
Now, when you go into Revelation, you're talking about Sodom and Egypt being destroyed just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So all the plagues of Egypt is going to come to this place. It's going to jack you people up. And then the fire and brimstone is going to come down and smoke this place off the planet. Okay? Completely just wipe it off the planet to never be inhabited again.
That's crazy because Babylon is referred to as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. The Lord brought plagues on ancient Egypt. He rained fire and brimstone upon Sodom. So the Most High is going to bring double destruction upon Babylon, man. Render her to her double. Reward her double.
When we say Babylon, we're talking about the United States of America.
That's right.
Okay? That's coded talk for future prophecy of America when this place gets destroyed in World War III.
Right.
Right? Yeah, you gotta talk about a lot, yeah?
Making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Hey, that's what we read in Jude also. That be an example unto those that should live ungodly after the manner of Sodom and Gomorrah. Talking about this LGBT way that's flourishing in the earth now, especially in this country. Guess what the example was set? It look like everything's all good now, but guess what's coming? The same thing that came to the people in those times from before. All right? Go ahead, bro.
And deliver just Lot backs with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For
And that's what we are. We're like Lot, getting Lord, we're of the elect. He represents the elect, getting salvation up out of it, right? But we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All the different works and speak and philosophies of the wicked that was going on at that time. The same thing that vexes us today. The same thing. You watch two faggots walk by, you don't know what the hell. You just like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, we're like, what's the Agent Smith at the Matrix?
Yeah.
You remember he was talking to Morpheus when he was in the chair? He was like, I hate this place.
Yeah.
The smell, I hate it.
It's the
I
smell.
gotta get out of here.
Yeah. He just want to
That's
finish
what we
his
feel
mission.
like, man.
Yeah. He want to finish the mission to get out of here. Yeah. So we can dwell as the New Jerusalem, wherein heaven and the new earth, wherein dwells righteousness.
Yup.
Sick of being. Aren't you tired of being confused? What the hell what's going on around here? You gotta teach your children. No, that was a person that was born a man but decided to become a woman. That's what's swinging between his legs. That's why they're doing this. That's why that big ass Adam's out of his head. All types of crazy shit you gotta deal with. All types of just madness that you have to try to explain to your children so they don't grow up all confused.
Yeah, you explain it the right way. Then they gotta go to school and it just undoes the righteousness.
battle.
Right,
Yeah.
and messed up. But then you gotta teach them, well, don't speak out against it because you may say something honest that don't have the season yet.
Yeah.
To speak it in code, you know, where you can speak the truth, but also speak it to a way where they won't offend, right? That's politically correct. And then they get persecuted by the school and the city, and now everything's all crazy.
You just gotta teach them to stay the fuck away from those people.
Yeah, but don't say shit.
Stay
Just
away.
stay the hell away from them.
Stay away from them. That's it.
What else
You got,
do?
cause you got transgender kids now, like 10 years old and shit, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's, man.
You gotta
It's
stay
gonna
away
be,
from them.
hey, they're already making school clothes and uniforms for kids that you can be both at once. It's like, it's crazy.
Bathrooms. They got a bathroom over at one of these parks, man, by my house. Transgender bathroom.
Because UNLV they got it. You know?
Yeah, you gotta worry about your children going to the library and a transvestite is reading to your child.
Yeah. Kindergartners.
It's like they're really trying to recruit these children.
That's really what it is.
It's really them recruiting. They want your child's soul, man.
Yeah. What was that, well, anyway, anyways. So what I was thinking earlier, I remember all this time later, we're talking about how men go harder at femininity than women, right? Tyra Banks said if you want to learn to walk like a supermodel as a woman, you want to learn to do that supermodel walk, look at a homosexual man, a transgender man. That's how you learn to do it. They do it perfect. When they walk the runway with all that deep switching and shit that they do, that's how, and all that posture and everything, that's how the homosexuals do. And that's key. If you be on social media or if you're on these dating websites or anything like that, guess what? You have to decipher who's a man and who's a woman. They're not even just all the time coming out straightforward. And a lot of people are getting jacked up because Then they talk all crazy, get you all hyped up.
Snapchat filter.
Oh, yeah, the new Snapchat filter. Right in time for this month, right? This world is set up in the most perverse, disgusting way ever. And you people think that the Heavenly Father's not going to do nothing about it? And that's what we're reading about. He's going to destroy this place with fire and brimstone and all the ideas that come along with it.
Right. We had thermonuclear destruction.
Right. And chariot fire. That's what I said. We got to make sure we fire is also that concentrated fire from the chariots, man. Because believe it, I got a feeling like that chariot fire is going to be worse, bro. I got a feeling that's going to be worse. It ain't gonna be like just hot, you know, like we imagine the missile fire and all that. It's gonna do something special to you. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Verse 8, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex this righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Hey, when they say the word vex, it means spiritual agitation. Your spirit is just, you know, you just agitated, man. And you know, it's like when you there's something that's bothering you, but you just can't do nothing about it. There's nothing that you can really. It's like you feel like you got your hands tied behind your back. You just gotta let shit happen.
Hey,
and just let your anger build up. Yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Hey, it's crazy because I can't think of. I'm trying to find an example of something that agitates me more. There's nothing that I can think of that agitates me more than a fucking faggot, man. There's something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either way, something in that realm, that sexual perverseness out in the public like that agitates me more. Well, number one, I had to, at work, I had to frame a fucking picture of a guy that I should have brought that shit, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a lesson. It is LGBTQ month. I'm gonna do a lesson on it. It's called Candy Magazine. Okay, this shit is crazy. There are people standing around there, you know, looking like everything is feminine about them, makeup, hair, everything's feminine, except they don't have no titties, man. Like it's a weird ass book. This book is, but it just shows you the direction that the earth is in today, and it's completely vexing. Okay, the only reason I kept it was so I could do it. I was gonna show y'all, well, y'all out, vex y'all, but just so I could do a lesson on it. Go ahead, bro. Do a little more, man. Anybody got something else coming after this? That's what y'all do.
Verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Yeah, so don't think just because you ain't caught syphilis yet, or you only dabbling a little bit across the line. Hey, the Most High is preserving you, man. He's preserving you. All right, He's gonna destroy you in a very harsh way. All right. He ain't with this faggot shit, man. He ain't. They probably gonna come down on the video, but with the new guidelines and shit they got, right? But so what, man? This shit now been going on Earth.
Just like the guidelines about talking about Esau and the so-called Jews, they're gonna do the same thing with these damn faggots, man. We can't say they already doing it, but you know they really gonna put it in law. You know,
they're gonna push it as if they're gonna push it as if we're they're gonna push it like as if we're a terror group that's intending to commit some type of harm against that so-called community.
Yeah.
Clearly, the scriptures tell you that the Most High is gonna get the vengeance. He's gonna be the one to destroy these homosexuals.
God.
We're not gonna do anything about it. We gotta be vexed like Lot. We can't do nothing about it.
Say be angry, but sin not.
We can't take that into our own hands, man.
What's the other one, bro? They say, from vengeance is mine. I will.
Lot couldn't go and start putting all the Hamites to death. He would have been out of pocket for that. The Most High have the angel like, no, go and get him out of here, and I'm gonna fuck that place up. It's gonna be the same thing with this world.
Luke 18:7, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him?
2 Ezra 15.
Though he bear along with them, 6. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless,
his elect. Because those same men are the ones that's, crying to the Heavenly Father, man. Just vexed. He sees that it'd be certain times when you be so beat down in spirit that it's like the scripture saying in Romans the 8th chapter, even your spirit will give intercession, make intercession. You be so vexed you don't even know what to say to the Father, but the Heavenly Father knows your spirit is crying.
Yeah, while you sleep.
Yeah, our spirits cry to the Father, man. Sometimes you don't even know the words to express. You just be like, fuck, man. Your spirit goes, and Most High sees that, and that even grieves him, man. When he hears the cry of the poor of his people, the righteous, that grieves the Heavenly Father, man. That makes him want to act out. So what do you think is going to happen, man? Because the Lord got 144,000 men that's crying to him. Okay? So he ain't gonna tarry much longer, man.
See the height of what's going on in the world? Something gotta happen soon.
Yeah.
To get this really going, to change the fashion of what it is today into what it needs to become.
That's why the scriptures tell you that if he didn't shorten the days for the elect's sake, there wouldn't be any flesh left to be saved, man.
Right. Yeah, we wait too long, we gonna get corrupted, the elect gonna get corrupted too. So you gotta wait till that perfect moment.
Yeah, that's why like you people that try to make a stand, or you try to defend, these velvet cakes and these lesbians. The scriptures say evil communication corrupt good manners. So if you intermingle with these people, there's a chance that you could either be tainted and the vibration and the demons that's on them could come upon you.
And that's exactly how it happens. You said it.
So you're supposed to basically stay separated from them. Like the scriptures say, be holy even as I am. Or unless you basically defile yourself with their uncleanness, man. We ain't gonna come together. Society tells you gotta accept and you gotta tolerate. You see a dude dressed like a female and he goes into the unisex bathroom. Hey, you don't go to that bathroom, man.
I was at the 99 cent store. This motherfucker was 6'5", probably 170 pounds, bro. Bitch. I don't know what else to say, bro. Straight woman, bro. And then trying to walk like this. That little person shit trying to cover up. We see the wind blowing your, you know what I'm saying? We can see the whole outline, man. What the fuck you wear that shit for? We don't want to see that. What's your precept, Mike? Delusions.
It's Psalms 5 and 4. For thou art not a power that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
You gotta hate workers of iniquity, man. Those that put together and push out sin upon sin, man. Okay? Because like we were saying earlier, if you accept one level of LGBT, I accept two women kissing. I accept that. Well, if you accept that, you accept two men kissing. You accept a woman and a woman having sex. You just gonna keep sprouting till boy lovers and all this gambling and all this other shit goes on. Till Pandora's box is wide open. Sound crazy how Pandora's box as a female shit. Wicked ass Jezebel ass, But no, it just keeps pushing out worse and worse and worse. I got second everything. That was it, right? Second Ezra chapter 15, I'm gonna start at 6. Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Now, to speak on the whole earth, this whole earth though is tainted by this LGBT shit. The whole, what they did, they killed that little girl, didn't they? That was twerking or whatever else she was doing over there in Saudi Arabia somewhere. Whatever she was doing, showing her body off and over there. They try to get that shit completely away from over there, as it should be. But the people on this Western, that's what's only building up that hate further and further for the Western world, man.
It's that one Ishmaelite that she can't even go back home because they'll kill her, Mia Khalifa or something like that.
Yeah.
Porn star. She's disgraced. They're gonna chop her head off. She go back to wherever the hell she's from over there.
That's right. It says, therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. And the souls of the just complain continually. Talking about the souls making intercession.
Crying to the Father, man. You know? Brothers sending up curses, man. Brothers, you know, get vexed. You know, the scriptures say, you know, it speaks against depression. So, you know, certain times we have balance. You know, we tend to learn how to, you know, sometimes just like, man, you know, whatever, man. You know, sometimes you just ignore the shit, try to, you know,
we don't
get around it. We don't accept it, but we just, you know, because what do you look like just every single time you see a faggot? You just, you know, you're gonna destroy yourself, man. So sometimes it's like we learning how to, you know, live within this wicked ass kingdom, man. You know, we still gotta be in this world, but not of the world.
Yeah. We used to teach on the main part of the strip down there. It was getting so bad. And basically after this month when Obama passed that shit, that's when it got like out of control. So back then it was still EDC and all that in June. So it was just like people just it was like badness in the streets, man.
There was gay pride going back since like '99 with Bill Clinton, but then when Obama got after his was it his second term, that's when he pushed the LGBT pride for
and then he passed that gay marriage shit.
And like the scripture said, declare their sin in Sodom and hide it not.
Yeah, and lit the damn White House fucking rainbow shit.
That was on that. Whoever had
Wisdom Psalm 14.
Oh, let me get this one real quick. This is Psalms 119 and 104. It says, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. That's why the Lord said, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. You're supposed to hate this wickedness, man. If you don't hate this wickedness, then you actually condone it.
right.
There ain't no in between. You either gonna hate it or you gonna totally
condemn it.
You don't want that shit nowhere near you, man. You don't want it to be found around you. You don't want to see it. You don't even want to smell it, man. You know? It's an abomination. Hey, what's that in Proverbs 29 which says the just are an abomination to the ungodly. The ungodly or the wicked is an abomination to the just. That's how Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. They were totally abominable. He stayed away from them, man.
Yeah, just like no matter how much you hide it in your daily life, we as a men of the Lord, we see they can read that shit on you. They can read that you ain't with it.
Right.
And I don't, you know, I'm not the type to just sit up there and make everybody around me uncomfortable, pushing out that type of vibration the whole time. But you can clearly read that I'm not with the shit that you with. I just look at it, throw a quick curse or whatever, condemnation, and move on. I don't sit around dwelling on it because we'll be there all damn day.
Yeah, you gotta be in this world, man.
Yeah, well, and then down the strip.
You know? What if you know what I'm saying? If you work, you gonna come across sodomites.
The boss might be.
Yeah. Your manager, supervisor, whoever, man. These motherfuckers got position, man.
Jay just gonna walk across the green line.
You know? Hey, if you drive Lyft or Uber, you're gonna have to. You might end up picking up a sodomite or two, or a transgender, man.
Especially in this city.
Hell yeah, man. What you gonna do?
Now get your money.
You know?
They play. Sadly enough, they do tip well sometimes. Not that I, you know, that's what I heard.
Psalm 14. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. How about Shemal Shai? But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For while they slew their children in sacrifice, or used secret ceremonies, or made revilings of strange rites.
Yeah, rituals. You know, a lot of those rituals going back to like ancient Hamitic empires. A lot of that shit involved homosexuality.
Yeah.
You know, a grown ass man circumcising another grown ass man. You know, and doing what the so-called Jew does to babies, man. Them Egyptians were straight up fagged out. You know? And then these niggas in Kemet, they like to try to hide that fact. There's overwhelming evidence of homosexuality within Egypt.
Within that whole belief. Deeply rooted.
Yeah. It's on the Egyptian walls.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
You can't hide.
Hell no.
It's in the books. Hey, it's even in the practices of pedophilia too. But in the practices of the guys that pushed it out until that's in the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Like Bambooty, we call it, African Bambaataa. Z. York that went to jail for that.
Malachi Z. York.
Molestation,
Yep. That's all that same avenue. That's all that same perverse spirit that's on the people, man. That same demonic perverse spirit that's on the people to be into sexual perversion.
Verse 24, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
Hey, because like it says, you know, they have started out many inventions. So as we go on, as time progresses, man is coming up with new sexual orientations and shit. It's just getting creative with their wickedness, man. You know, wife swapping, swinging. You know, you got Will and Jada, man.
They're leading the charge.
Them motherfuckers are completely degenerate, man. You know, that's an example of disorder in marriage, man. I'm all right with cuckolding. That's healthy for a relationship. That's what they push in the society, man. And you should let your significant other step out. It's healthy for your relationship.
How healthy is it? Hey, no.
That's what Monique, she pushes that. Her and her husband is into that shit. She's all right with her man being able to sleep with other women as long as under the condition of him not tripping if she have a little side nigga, a little fling or something, man. Just order, man. That's what this world pushes. Eve is always gonna be down with that kind of shit, man.
It's part of our kingdom, queen. Part of the shit that she believes in, that she wanna have going on in her life, around her. The shit that the serpent was talking about. She was fully enticed with the shit the serpent was pushing on. You know, as we used to say, was jibbing to her. You know, you're jibbing and hollering at her in the ear like, look, it's gonna be beautiful, baby. You know, you gotta make it like that, because that's how it was. That's how it went down. Okay? Yeah, bro.
But either one slew another traitorously, or grieved him by adultery, so that they reigned in all men without exception, blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
What?
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind, man. All right. There's only male and female. Okay. That's it. There's nothing after that. But man, being wicked, all right, coming up with their own invention, they've been adding on to that. You know. Now it's not just male or female. Now it's, you know, I'm both. I'm one this day and then I'm the other another day. or I'm neither.
Yeah. Will Smith's son, Jake. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be neither. That's the key to your life. Your family jewels as a man is the key to your life. You don't get rid of that. You don't have a rule. There's no more life rule. You as a father, because you done pushed all the bullshit that you done pushed, done all the shit that you done done, you can't stop it now.
Yeah, he was kissing his son in the mouth, bro.
You saw how uncomfortable it got. Cut your balls off,
or have his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
You can't, man. You can't get in.
Bro.
You can't get in.
And to show you how wicked our people are, Gad has a orientation called two-spirit. Two-spirit, also two-spirit, or occasionally two-spirited, is a modern pan-Indian umbrella term used by some indigenous North Americans to describe Native people in their communities who fulfill a traditional third gender or other gender variant ceremonial role in their cultures. Yeah.
Two-spirit. I mean, you don't have one spirit no more. You got two of them now. Man and woman.
It says,
I wish you could have showed that picture because I couldn't tell which one that was. You know, Gabby walking around with hair down his back too.
Yeah. Oh, in the Wikipedia it says, the term two-spirit was created in 1990 at the Indigenous Lesbian and Gay International Gathering in Winnipeg, and specifically chosen to distinguish and distance Native American First Nations people from non-Native peoples. The primary purpose of coining a new term was to encourage the replacement of the outdated and considered offensive anthropological term Bordachi. While this new term has not been universally accepted, it has been criticized by traditional communities who already have their own term for the people being grouped under this new term, and by those who reject what they call the Western binary implications, such as implying that natives believe these individuals are both male and female. It has generally received more acceptance and use than the anthropological term it replaced.
Because you succumb to the wickedness of the world, man. The pale face. Okay? You succumb to his ideas and that androgynous demon Baphomet. Because you won't accept this of the world. So you'll do whatever it takes to get involved with it. And Jake gets so low that they'll do whatever it takes, sell their soul, whatever else, just to be accepted, to try to make themselves on some type of status here in this wicked ass place. Hey, you can't make yourself of some status in a terrible place. Why don't you put yourself in something positive, like the truth? If you had a choice, you know what I'm saying? But do something that'll really have your name buzzing in the earth. Okay?
Two-spirit, it says...
What is it? Urban Dictionary?
Yeah. Two-spirit is a gender identity. If someone is two-spirited, their body simultaneously houses both masculine spirit and a feminine spirit.
Demons! That's it. It's demons. We know that a legion of demons can get on people. That's all that is.
This idea originated with Native Americans and can also mean that they fulfill both gender roles.
Fulfill, and know what? Esau's such a goddamn devil. He takes the man out the house, the masculine man out the house, and allows women to play both roles now. And most women kind of like it. They get used to it. They kind of like it. But then he'll turn around and demasculate a man. So now you have to, if a woman don't find an emasculated man with all her masculinity that she's building up, it ain't ever gonna work. There's no balance to it. Them two masculine spirits is gonna do this. Or them two feminine spirits is gonna do this.
And that's why we can't feel nothing when evil shit happens, man.
Exactly.
You know?
God, like you see, the two lesbians got their ass whooped on a train.
Because they were trying to encourage them to kiss each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for them. Should have threw their ass off the train. Shit.
Oh, hold on, real quick. This is from the NPR. It says genocide has been committed against indigenous women and girls, Canadian panel says. All right, and it's dealing with the indigenous women in Canada who basically are partaking in the LGBTQ lifestyle and also that are two-spirited. So these women that are doing that among the native tribes, they're getting put to death up there, man.
Yep.
Call law y'all Bashim al Shah.
Call law y'all Bashim al Shah.
You know? It says right here, it says it's the conclusion of more than 2 years of research involving at least 2,380 people who share their stories or artwork with the National Inquiry into Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls.
Take a picture, bro.
Let me see.
Taking pictures?
You can take a picture of the sign.
Oh, no, I thought you was going to take a picture.
Oh, no.
This Jake's gonna get put down. It says, so like, I was trying to read in this article where it says the number of victims that's been dying. No, that's not. Oh, here we go. It says, as the NPR has reported, a 2014 study by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police found that nearly 1,200 Indigenous women were murdered or went missing between 1980 and 2012, and government ministers have said they believe the actual number is far higher.
Hey, let's do this. Those are people. Those are people. Okay? It's not like those aren't people. Like Count William told that joke when they called them those soldiers over there, insurgents. There was a dehumanization that was happening to the people. Okay, you don't feel the same humanistic way about them when they die. Was it Dark Knight when Joker said it? He said when gangbangers die, you don't feel a certain way because they signed up for that. When somebody else that you're not thinking about dies, it's all super big and it makes a big deal. Those are human souls that are now gone. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people, man. A lot of indigenous young women and girls, man. There's a reason for it.
Jesus Christ. Just God Almighty. Just God Almighty.
It says the National Inquiry's full report, which runs over 1,000 pages, also highlights violence against indigenous, LGBTQIA people.
Wow.
You see how they just add on more perversions. A through Z.
LGBTQRS.
It says which stands for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual.
Asexual.
Intersex.
I would call it misophobe.
Yeah. It said questionable. They're not sure. They're curious. I'm curious about it.
That's why this place is known as the land of confusion. This is straight up confusion, man. And it's the Most High can't let this place go on. It's much longer. It can't go on too much longer, man. This is what made the men of the Lord cry out, man.
Yeah.
Your children got to come up in this shit.
Hey,
you feel fucked up if you impregnate your woman and you got to bring up a seed in the midst of this shit, man.
Only if you're not with it. If you with it, it's beautiful. Sadly to say. But I don't want my kid growing up differently on some strange ass shit like this.
Yeah.
That's going on in the society today. Nobody want to see that.
Why the you gotta question you got to question.
You got to question if it's, is that a boy, is that a girl? Hey, but hey, let's go back. Let's not act like we don't remember. We see these Jake women, the end of, right? The so-called black woman, right? She's always the one trying to have a mixed baby, to have his hair all the way down here, and get mad if you used to now. They'll probably don't give a shit now. But used to get mad when you say, yeah, your daughter pretty. That's a boy. You don't see all that blue on it? Bitch, the fucking hair is down to his kneecaps. How am I? He's just plaited up like a damn girl with barrettes and shit. And what am I supposed to think? This is the stuff that we gotta deal with in today's society. Real quick, bro, before you bring your preset, let me bring this question.
How is that how is it, wow, like, how is a sexual orientation called questioning?
Questions, bro. Let me read this right quick. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, he's talking about Gad in particular, but all 12 are involved in that. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are astonished children, stupid, calling the way good, you know, the wicked way good. You know, the way good. There we go. So they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Jacob come up with a million new acronyms about this whole demonic spirit of sexual illicitness that they want to be involved in, but they can't figure out one righteous act out of the Bible. Okay, how to perform it. That's you out.
Mark chapter 10, verse 6. But from the beginning of the creation, Most High made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
But that's offensive.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
That's toxic. That's hatred. That's hate. There's no love in that. Procreation, that's hatred. You know, a man get with a woman, all right, being two straight heterosexual, normal-minded people, that's offensive and evil for some people. Unbelievable. That's not progressive. If everybody was to be like you, would the world be really progressive?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to exist if we was all like you.
Everybody be on already. About to die off.
You need us for the world to keep going.
And you see what Esau trying to do right now. He's trying to find a way to make them laboratory babies.
They come like that.
GMO babies.
I am mother.
Yeah. This man gotta be put to a stop.
That's part of it's also part of the depopulation agenda.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the dumb part that people don't even see. It's
Yeah.
obvious. Everything that this man is pushing is for your pleasure, is also for your destruction.
that's why they're making what you guys just say, the babies. That's why they say, well, if you want a baby, you can go to us now. You know, you don't need to get with a female.
This is the matrix, right?
We'll make them for you. You can just
You can make them how you want. Your nigga woman can have them with long hair, light skin,
Designer
and
babies.
yeah.
Designer babies. I want Gucci to design my baby.
It was a nigga woman recently that was mad because her baby didn't come out with light eyes. Yeah.
With light eyes. Yeah. She looked at that baby with disdain, like, man, that's. It's like when you go and get somebody get you some shoes and you be like,
You don't like the color?
I don't really like the you bought me this car. I don't really like that car. That was fucked up.
That shows you how far gone.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't see Rebecca looking at not Rebecca. Rebecca? No. Yeah, Rebecca. See Rebecca looking at Esau like that. Deal with it.
Isaac did. He said, I shot you.
Yeah, but he was his favorite though.
Back in Solomon 14:26. This parting of forgetful of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanliness. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
That's all pertaining to the ungodliness of the ungodly, which in that same chapter it says that the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful to the Most High. So if the Most High hates abominations and you do abominations, what you think the Most High feel about you? But you got Christians that'll say, no, the Most High, he accepts everybody. You know? You got this one Jake, which I believe he set up, he's probably an agent. But so allegedly they came after him and arrested him because he went into some LGBT neighborhood and started preaching, and they arrested him. You know? And really they just trying to build this guy up. You know, because really these Christians, they ain't got no problem with homosexuals, man. That's why you don't see guys like Vocab, Agent Riser, you don't never see him speak up against these homosexuals. You know? He don't talk about that. Come on.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 14 to 15. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Yeah. Some people they love that lie. They love to live a lie. You know? Or are people that's under that mind state, Satan is their right hand. Okay? You're given over to strong delusion that you should believe a lie. You know? And have pleasure in unrighteousness. You know?
We never really forgot to put them on.
Yeah.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13 says, if a man if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, that's talking about men and men lying together like a man lies with a woman. Talking about sleeps or has sex, okay? Or gets to know, or whatever. It says, both of them have committed an abomination. And we referred to this the whole day when we had Julie just brought the scripture out itself. It said, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That tells you the Most High God's stance on how you feel about this thing. Same-sex marriage and the same-sex intercourse and all that. Sexual illicitness. Okay, he ain't with it. He don't preserve you. He puts you to death. You know that.
Yeah, and if you're not getting put to death physically, by another person, the Most High just make you die of a slow painful death. He'll just plague you with a disease and kill you like that. You know? Nobody gotta really, physically do any harm to you. The Most High, he'll just plague you, man. And that plague is basically your recompense, like it says in Romans the 1st chapter. Alright? That's hey. If the top causes of death for homosexuals, if it's not suicide, it's an STD. Whether it be syphilis, or whether it be HIV/AIDS virus,
Or the sword.
Yeah.
Someone putting them to death because they,
Yeah. Well, it's more so like when you go into these other countries, like in Africa. If you a sodomite, you more than likely gonna die a violent death. They'll just put you to death over there. They won't even let you long enough to even contract the disease, they're just gonna burn your ass.
Hey, then Benjamins do that down in Jamaica and the islands.
But down there also, man, they really.
Yep.
They got turned out, man.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, between the skin lightning and that homosexual shit, it's rampant, man. But it's everywhere now. This wickedness is exceedingly polluting the whole earth.
Romans, we didn't finish reading Romans. So Romans 1 and 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women it changed.
And this world gets it misconstrued. They try to pass on vile affection for love. They try to say, that's love. We love one another. That's true love. Yeah, love wins. They try to pass abominations off as love, man. Now there ain't no fucking love, man. Y'all don't love each other. You just both are equally perverted in your way. And you know that you're that match, man. You both know that you abominable and ain't right. So y'all just will be abominable together.
Yep.
You find somebody to match the same delusions that you have. Because you ain't gonna hang out with somebody that's not delusion like you. Go ahead, Doc.
2 John 6, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
The original way love was supposed to be following after the commandments of the Heavenly Father. And it was the commandment, even if you want to go a little further with it, it was the commandment of be fruitful and multiply between man and woman.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 27.
That's right.
So the powers created man in his own image. In the image of the powers created he him. Male and female created he them. And the powers blessed them. And the powers said unto them, powers which are the angels, all under the guidelines of Yahweh Shai, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowls of the air and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. That was a commandment. Now Esau the so-called white man, the devil, according to the Bible, he turned the righteous upside down. He turned his place wicked man. Right? So it's basically a curse to have a child in society.
Romans 1 and 26. This cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, where even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another.
That's all it is. That's showing you that it's not really love there. You just telling yourself that, deceiving yourself. Really, it's just unclean. It's an unclean spirit that you're attracted to. You love the pleasure that demon comes with.
You read it in what was that? Sirach 15, I think it was. When you had a choice between life and death, and you gravitated toward death, making them different lifestyles away from what the Heavenly Father sets before you.
Come on, bro. Hey, for example, I don't know if y'all checked it out already, but that first episode of fucking Black Mirror, man. Y'all still ain't see that? Bro. That episode of this scripture, you could bring that out if you go into if you go into that actual episode, and basically, in a nutshell, I'm gonna just nutshell it. You know that the whole show is basically about the future, the futurism of technology, advancement of technology. And on this particular episode, you had a Jake. You know, he was married to his woman. You know, they loved each other, whatever. They used to role play. They did whatever they could to prolong their marriage and stay attracted to each other, and keep each other excited. But he had a college homeboy, or who he was a friend of the family or whatever. So he would come around. You know, every time which the main dude was played by Anthony Mackie. Every time his birthday came up, you know, they would throw like a little, he would throw like a little gathering, a barbecue, whatever, and his college homeboy would come through, you know, and they, you know, back in their college days, you know, they used to run through females, they was into women, but then, you know, with technology, you know, it's a new day. They basically they start to push the virtual reality technology, where they put the little chip in your head or whatever. Yeah. And then like they had it to where you don't even have to put. You know how a video game you got to put a
cartridge,
or you got to put a cartridge. Then you got a little mini chip that you just plug into the
controller,
the controller, and basically you play it inside your mind, and basically you enter in virtually into that video game. So they lay there in those lenses, it turns into like another color, and they just sit there like this. You playing it, and basically you're in the game, and whatever character that you want, you play as that character in the game. Yeah. So basically you get the experience and you get to feel it and everything. So why his homeboy, you know, they both supposed to like women, but yet he introduced to him a virtuality game. It was like basically like a fighting game, like Tekken or Street Fighter, and they get to play with their favorite characters, right? They both was challenging each other because he gave that to him as a birthday gift, like, hey, I got you something. So they checked it out, they played it, and they basically challenged each other to a tournament. So Anthony Mackie, his character chose an Asian fighter, right? A male fighter. But why his homeboy choose a female fighter, right? So of course they it's like they fight. But then that shit just turned into some other shit. So basically they were committing homosexuality in a virtual room, while his boy was being the Asian girl and he was playing the Asian guy. How you gotta be very wicked, creative, and you have to have a super wicked imagination to come up with some shit like that. Go watch the first episode of season 5 of Black Mirror, man. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And guess what? While Anthony Mackie's character was getting so into it, he stopped having affection for his own woman. He stopped popping her all the time. They was doing this often, and it got to the point where he was no longer excited. He wasn't interested when he came to bed. And she was noticing, she was picking up on it. Like, you don't even touch me, you don't even kiss me no more. We don't even do what we used to do. You know, am I ugly? She started questioning herself. Like, what could I do to change to get you to like me? He couldn't explain himself. He had a new affinity. He had a new fetish.
This is crazy because this is what it seems like is happening with these video games. Like the same type of
getting turned out
thing that's happening with the people nowadays in these video games. They rush home to get online and play the video game before they rush home to pop their woman.
Yeah.
And like the woman, like that was funny. I fell into it for a while. I'm not gonna flip it. I'm on 2K or whatever games I was playing at the time, and like. you get so into that, building your character up and winning the next playoff series or whatever the hell you're doing, that you forget that, hey, I need to put some energy into my woman that's in here waiting on me to come to bed. You know, but y'all take it to another level though in that show.
That's why I brought that out to bring up the example of what the brothers reading in Romans, man. He was burned. They were basically burned in their lust, but it was secretive because they was only able to do it through virtual reality. Man. So it was basically in their mind. You know, that's sick as hell, man. Go ahead, bro. Who's reading? Yeah, so read that verse again, bro.
Big Z. Who's reading?
Romans 1:27. And likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another.
Burned in their lust, man. Not love. You ain't falling in love with this nigga. You just got a completely sick demon on you, man. You burned in your lust towards another man. I guess Anthony Mackie's character, he called himself trying to repent later. He felt disgusted by it, that he was being overtaken by that demon, and it was messing up, his marriage. So he ended up, him and his homeboy, he had to basically find out that he was a faggot, but he was trying to hide behind that image of, I'm running through all the bitches, going on dates and smashing different chicks. But you got an affinity for your own homeboy, man. Burn in your lust one towards another, man. And Atlanta is full of that. Long Beach, parts of Long Beach is full of that. Parts of here in Sin City, full of that. LA, Frisco, New York, and the same goes for the women too. Go ahead, bro.
It's back in Romans 1:27. It says, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Which is meat, meaning which is good. Yeah. It was good for them. That's their just due. That's their punishment. Okay. The recompense of their error. They're going astray, going away from the commandment of the Most High. All right. There's a penalty for that, man. You eat too much candy, you're gonna get sick. All right. You eat too much salt, you're gonna get high blood pressure.
God.
You eat too much processed meat, you're gonna get cancer. All right. There's consequences, man. You might enjoy the pleasures of a season. You might enjoy that pleasure for a little while, but look what builds from that. Killing yourself, basically. So these people have been given over to that reprobate mind. Okay? He gave you over to your own strong delusion, man. That you gotta force your sick, twisted lifestyle on others, man. If you trying to get other people to accept you, you spend all this time, you spending all these ads, all these commercials, all the, billboards, movies, entertainment, music. You gotta do all that just to convince the world that you're normal. Then that's how you know you ain't fucking normal, man. You going against your biology. You got a beef with your delusions. Your own biology, your own nature will tell you otherwise, man. You tripping, dog. Hey, bitch, you tripping. You need to be penetrated. You need to get a baby. Help replenish the earth. And as a man, I'm lust out there. I don't even want to. I would never want that type of experience. Hell no. I don't want to know what it's like. I don't want to think. Fuck no, man.
Hey, some of us have come too close to just playing sports. You know? Just too close to playing sports. Alright? A lot of the sports shit in this world is that faggot Greek ass shit, man.
Yup.
I like ass. I like breasts. I like curves. I like hips.
Yeah.
I like wabba.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that little pizza woman get. You know what I'm saying? That only a woman can.
I know
the fupa. That is brother's old fashioned.
Hey, no, but I'm saying the point being is that it's about femininity. Femininity of it.
Yeah.
Of a woman, you know? The smell of a woman, I don't want to smell a hard ass man. Give me a soft ass goober belly ass niggas, man. I don't want to be around that. I want to be hugged up with that.
And it's a reason, like, just even dealing with the biology, the science of it. The way our bodies are built. Women's bodies are built for penetration and to get pounded out, man. Not men. It's a reason why women are thicker in the lower half of her body is thick. And then with men, you can find a big buff ass dude, but from the hips down, he's skinny, you know what I'm saying? We ain't built for that, man.
All he gotta do is get up. All his life is to be up here, up over the top, right?
We got muscle, but we ain't got all that cushion down there because we ain't built for that purpose. Women are built with that. That's why the Lord created them like that.
Perfect.
She got thick ass thighs. She got big ass because she has to get pounded out, man. Hey, I'm being blunt. Hey, man, we fucking men out here, man. That's why women are built like that, and that's why we are attracted to that. Every time we see a woman with curves and she walking by, you got them right, we look at her.
Hey, I saw this video, my first year in church or something like that, but there was a video about like PBS or something, about a study, one of the channels like that, it was about a study of what attracts men and women to each other, right? They was talking about women are attracted to certain stature, certain broad shoulders of masculinity. You know, the certain jawline, the way he stands, you know, certain things like that. They had you into the little view box thing where there's cameras watching your eyes as they show certain things. So they show one of the images that men were looking at. They showed a real skinny woman that was kind of shaped like a man, but you know, had little small breasts and all that. And a man would be looking at the way she moved and he'll glance down at the waist and hips. The more pronounced the woman's waist and hips was, the more that a man would look down a little bit longer. He'd be more attracted to that with his eyes, right? And they said what that showed was men were attracted to the things that cause the impregnation of women, like the reproductive areas and organs of women, like they checked out between the waist and the hips. They literally said those childbearing hips is what men are really looking at. To know that the hips can hold on to cradle a baby in there, incubate a baby in there. Women that got that old too skinny up here and real big down there, ain't nobody really feeling that. I mean, it looks good because it's so exaggerated, but when it's real skinny up here,
that shit is cartoonish.
Yeah, nobody.
Ridiculous.
You Instagram
that's that new instant thought. Yeah, that's that. That shit is ridiculous, man.
This brother got to bring this down.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Mark, chapter 10, and verse.
Spirit. I think you about to read what he read a little earlier. Go ahead.
And verse 6. But from the beginning of the creation, Yahweh made the male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
And when they have intercourse, the flesh locks in, they become one flesh. And the man's spirit is now upon that woman. Okay? But it's only supposed to be that one time. That one spirit that's on that one is supposed to be 28 souls within a woman, 28 drops of DNA inside women like that. You know? Well, somebody said that, I don't know if it was a joke, but I don't remember when I heard it, but it was like, yeah, I done fucked some real niggas. I got real nigga DNA in me now.
Damn.
Like, you hear what she's saying, but that was really a shame on what you said. You gotta go.
So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore the Most High hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
Man, don't do away with that. That's the order. Let no man put that order asunder, man. Don't let no man try to tell you otherwise. Same-sex marriage, and, love wins and all that bullshit. Right. God. Exactly, man. But it's like the Most High created that order so that man can come together, and that's why he put that level of attraction between us, so that we'll always get together and procreate, so he can keep, the cycle of life, going. You be thinking like, damn, even ugly bitches getting pregnant. Man, that's why the Most High wants these spirits to keep, coming down on the earth.
I'm gonna say
keep getting judged.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Something I noticed, I got this type of mind, I guess, where if you notice, the real pretty faced women usually don't have the best bodies. But the mud decks and all that, they be having it, bro. They be having
Butterface.
Butterface, bro. Be like, damn! But my kids gonna be ugly, but I'm making them with this.
They gonna
think like that. Yeah, they look like me. They might be all right. Start thinking like that. but that's just how it is. Like you don't see a lot of women that just have both face pretty and and physically.
I mean, they exist.
I'm not saying
that's out there.
You just don't see a lot of them.
Yeah.
It ain't like all women are like that. You see a bunch of them that got that body but don't quite have that facial.
Yeah, you better believe back in the ancient world, majority of our women, they had it both.
Yeah.
They had it both.
It's really because the diet and all this shit there, like if you look, like when I went to the South for the first time, all the skinny women was like regular size women.
They would have wars.
Oh yeah.
And when she would walk by, they would
stop.
Yeah. Until she walked all the way until they couldn't see her no more. Then they would go back and
fight. Checking around like.
That's how bad our women were back then. And you down and seeing a woman that fine, ain't no way in hell you being a damn sodomy. Right. Ain't no way in hell you got an attraction for men when you see something fine like that. You gotta have a super demons. Maybe them Hamites, they probably have some the ugliest women. They wasn't attracted to their shit. They just, I might as well find just a bald version of him.
That's what they was doing. Shit. They like that big women with bald head and shit. Grace Jones.
Yeah. I think it might be Judah, maybe the 10th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody could also get I don't know if it was Isaac or was it Abraham. He basically, you saw how fair she was. I think it was Abraham. She was so fly that
he said it was he said it was his sister.
Huh? Yeah.
He told
too pretty.
Yeah.
Kill him.
And This is when women had natural beauty. They didn't have to have mascara and you know, they didn't have to have all that bullshit, that foundation covered up their face. You know? So in the kingdom, our women ain't gonna need no goddamn cosmetic makeup and surgery and shit. I got getting surgery done on their lips and facelifts. You know, ain't gonna be no fucking little Kims, you know, just fucking up their face like that. Yep, you found something? I got the area. Okay. I don't know if you. Judah.
Judah chapter 10. Start.
Showed you back at that time, like Israel, man, we was into our women, man. Our women were fine as hell, they were humble.
Let's say that so we don't leave an opening for y'all to think about it the wrong way. We was into them in proper order.
In proper order,
right. Like we were still the men, the rulers of the household. Yeah. We made sure things wasn't like, baby, I follow you whatever you do. It wasn't no shit like that, man. It was. We just knew that that's a valuable. I gotta be a fine woman. She obedient. She in shape. She can cook. She good. Like we understood that type of stuff.
Virtue. Proverbs 31, the virtue.
You know, you got that in Genesis 20.
That was what Judith was. She was a virtuous woman.
Yeah.
Esther, she was a virtuous woman.
Holding that Esther.
Yep. Sarah, Rebecca. Mary.
And after that she had ceased to cry unto the power of Israel and made an end of all these words. She rose where she had fallen down and called her maid and went down into the house in the which she abode in the Sabbath days and in her feast days, and pulled off the sackcloth which she had on and made and put off the garments of her widowhood, and washed her body all over with water, and anointed herself with precious ointment.
Man, when a woman gets out the shower fresh, you know what I'm saying? That smell, man. She throw on her fragrance. Her hair is still kind of wet. Like, oh shit. You know?
That's how you entice them.
That's how, hey, woman, you come home to, you know, and she's like that. You could be coming home from work tired as hell and sweating. You see some shit like that, man. And she's smelling good. You's gonna dive on her ass, man.
Yep.
Straight up, man. You don't care if she get dirty after you done been at your job all day. You all dirty and sweaty and shit. As soon as you get there, hey, fuck it, man. Go ahead,
and braided the hair of her head and put on a towel upon it and put on her garments of gladness wherewith she was clad during the life of Manasseh her husband. And she took sandals upon her feet and put about her bracelets and her chains and her rings and her earrings and all the ornaments.
Decked herself out.
And decked herself bravely to the lures of the eyes of all men that should see her.
Deck meaning decorated, okay? Decorated herself up. A lot of you women need that. She didn't even need it, right? But she put all that on for the extra effect of it. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Then she gave her maid a bottle of wine and a purse of oil and filled a bag with parched corn and lumps of figs and with fine bread, and she folded all of these things together and laid them upon her. Thus they went forth to the gate of the city of Beulah and found standing there Isaiah and the ancients of the cities, Jabez and Charmis. And when they saw her, they went to this altar, and her apparel was changed. They wondered at her beauty very greatly and said unto her, The power of our fathers give thee favor and accomplish thine enterprises to the glory of the children of Israel and to exaltation of Jerusalem. Then they worship Yahweh. And she said unto them, command the gates of the cities to be opened unto me, that I may go forth to accomplish the things whereof ye have spoken with me. So they commanded the young man to open unto her, and she had spoken. And when they had done so, Judith went out, she and her maid with her, and the men of the city looked after her until she was going down the mountain. And she until she had passed the valley and could see her no more.
There's nothing greater to a man than a beautiful woman, man. When you go into 1 Esdras, the 4th chapter, man, the 3rd and 4th chapter, it shows you right there, man, that men, especially the 4th chapter, it shows you right there that men love women more than any life itself. They'll put their lives in danger for a beautiful woman, man.
A righteous woman. Say that.
11th chapter said, woman is the man's Lord.
Yeah.
Thus they went straight forth in the valley, and the first watch of the Assyrians met her. He took her and asked her, of what people art thou, and whence thou comest thou? And whither thou goest thou? And she said, I am a woman of the Hebrews, and fled from them, and they shall be given you to be consumed. And I am come before a furnace, a hollow furnace, the chief captain of your army, to declare words of truth, and will show him a way whereby he shall go, and win all the hill country without losing the body or life of any one of his men. Now when the men heard her words and beheld her countenance, they wondered greatly at her beauty, and said unto her, Thou hast saved thy life, and that thou hast hasted to come down to the presence of our Lord. Now therefore come to his tent, and some of us shall let thee until they have delivered thee into his hand.
That's the power of the beauty of women. You know, she was on that level, man. Jake hype up chicks like Beyonce and Riri. You know, them chicks, them chicks ain't shit compared to how they endure themselves, man. They were way on the level. And they didn't need no extensions. Our women had hair. They could grow their own shit. Alright? They didn't have to have put chemicals in their shit. Make it ding out. They don't do none of that back then. Right? But the point that's being made is within our culture we understood, you know, that women, you know, they had their value, and they had their place. Okay, they had their purpose. The Most High made it that way. So when you go out of that nature, you basically come up against the order of the Most High. How could you not see, you know, a woman and not be a fine ass woman, and you're not attracted to that? You're attracted to another man who has the same fucking testosterone levels as you do.
What's wrong with you? What is on you to make you want that instead?
That's crazy, man.
Hey, we talking about
good looking woman.
Come on,
we talking about instead. A lot of them want wrong. A lot of them want wrong.
You know? Yeah, that's the spirit. You know, two dykes just walked by. Yeah, the spirit always.
Come on.
One dyke got it dressed like a dude, and the other dyke is pretty.
Right. That's delusion, man.
And how many times you seen the dyke be looking into like one of the mothers looking chicks you never seen? Shit piss you off, like two fucking fine ass women is with each other. And no man is getting that. Like I don't even get mad that I'm not supposed to get it. No man is getting that. Like come on. You know what I'm saying? Like you might want to be covetous, but like some man should be having that.
Yeah. Well, some of them hoes, they sometimes they still try to be in that phase.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while they'll hide that they have desire for ride.
One-
Sometimes they'll have affairs with men without they bisexual lover. No, man.
Most times.
Because these women know that they know they. These women they know. They know they're supposed to be penetrated, and they're not getting off. They're not satisfied over them little rubber dicks.
Ain't nothing like the real thing.
Was that Eddie Murphy? Well, maybe I'm mixing the two jokes, but one of them said, because a dildo can't grab you by the back of your head.
Eddie Griffin.
It was Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin, yeah. That's who it was. You can't grab you by the back of your head and fuck the shit out of you. And when you lose all feeling, and we're being a little graphic, but this is nowhere near as graphic as the idea of homosexuality. Okay? Alright, I gotta look at this more or no? I got this up here. This is Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. About Sarah, right? It says, and Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah, like he knew. And a lot of you Jakes are scared to lose your woman because of this gynocentric society. The woman can choose if she wants to be with somebody else with no fear. Okay, for you women out there, for you men that don't know this, when you choose a woman and y'all lay together, y'all become one flesh, and y'all respect y'all married, she's done. She's done. She's supposed to be with only you for the rest of her life. Okay? So Abraham got scared, like, man, they gonna kill me because she bad. And what happened? As soon as he did that, she's my sister. Guess what? Abimelech, yep, go and bring her to the house. Yep, it's only your sister. Yep, bring her to the house. But when you go deeper into it, should I just read deeper into it? What happened? When he found out that, man, this ain't your sister, this your wife. She got mad at him. That's basically what happened. That's basically what happened. But you want to bring that out about Susanna, because the brother was holding Susanna when I was thinking about it, but he put up Susanna because she was so fine that it made two priests conspire to have sex with her. That's how fine Susanna was. Okay, that they lied on her that she that she was trying to have intercourse with her. And then Daniel deciphered who was telling the truth and who wasn't.
I know. See,
it's mainly the nigga woman you see typing it out.
Because nobody on the computer has to have hey, you're gonna be, like I said, like the so-called black woman is gonna be the greatest upgrade ever. Okay? You get you a Judite woman, hey man, it's gonna be the greatest upgrade ever. I'm talking about the kingdom. Not now. You the low bottom, man. You the worst. You're the worst on every level, mentally, spiritually, physically, hygienically. You're just the worst. But the kingdom, you get the right one, everybody gonna want a Judite, man. Everybody gonna want a Judite. Okay? Now, you're the worst because even if you was a good woman, you ain't no more, and you so burnt up, used up, and turned out, nobody wanna deal with you. This is generally speaking about our women, just in general. But then you can always hop off a Judite and go get you somebody that you really want. In the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be the opposite. Now, I can't wait. I can't stand a Judite on this side, but in the kingdom of heaven, I can't wait to have a Judite. Man.
And for you, you sisters out there, man, right. I hate that we always gotta come back, because you women get emotional. We know that there's gonna be a certain remnant of women that's decent, that's gonna make it. They're gonna have husbands and they're gonna make it out of here. All right, we ain't talking about every single last one of you.
No, not at all.
All right,
not at all.
But for the most part, the majority of you.
Yeah.
Okay. you're just low in quality right now.
Yeah, you don't.
The Most High did that to you, man. Isaiah the 3rd chapter tells you what he was gonna do to you because of your pride, because of your haughtiness, man.
And what's crazy is even now, with all of that curse that you got on you, you still act that same way. The same way that he cursed you for, you still act that same way. And that really for any especially a Jake man, you know, Negro Latino Native American man, the other example, right? But the other but the other side of that is that we just keep getting the examples, man. Pride month, man. Pride month.
And the Most High hates pride.
He hates pride. Pride comes before the fall. At the height of this pride movement, he about to destroy this place. Yeah, I broke my own concentration, bro. Nobody read this.
Every time we hit Romans, like 100 scriptures come out before we get to the next.
Let the brother hear the couple points.
This is the history of Susanna. This is the verses. I'm starting at verses. Joachim. And he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Gmslv, a very fair woman, and one that feared the Lord. I'm going to jump down to verse 7. Now when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk, and the two elders saw her going in every day and walking.
And they watched her with a conspiring heart, man, until they begin to lust after her. That's why the scriptures tell you to say in Sirach, not to be around another man's woman like that. Yeah. Too much. You be around another man's wife like that too much, and really if she's a fair, good woman, your heart starts to incline upon that woman. Yep. Which is all wickedness, man. That ain't for you. For that man. Right?
That's real quick. Let me get this in Matthew, how Shai said it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 27. It says, "You have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, have committed adultery with her already in his heart." That's the reason why, women are to really, women are supposed to be kept away from men. But if women are in the midst, they're supposed to be covered up. They're supposed to be dressed with modest apparel, because if she look good and she got a shape, men they're gonna look at her lust after her.
It's the complete opposite of right now. Summertime,
every day, it's like if you're a heterosexual man living in America, man, especially during the summertime, you go. I hate to say this, man. I'm gonna just fill it out. A lot of these women walk around here, you don't know if they got husbands or not. And they ain't gonna say nothing about it, they just gonna walk out. But these men give their women permission to walk around like they single. Like they sluts and hoes, man. Like they try to advertise the pussy. So you as a heterosexual man, you see that walking on the street, what you gonna do? You lusting after that, man.
Yeah.
So, in retrospect, really, we commit adultery fucking anytime we look at these women out here, man. That's why the scriptures say the love not this world, neither the things that are in it, man. The lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. And these women, they're so into the flesh, they become that stumbling block for me. Because they get so caught up in men lusting after them and worshiping them. They want to be the object of desire.
God.
They don't care. Hey, Aisha Curry, she want other men to commit adultery in their mind after her. But they feel insecure if they can't have attention outside of their own husband.
And know what's crazy? We've all seen she's an attractive woman or whatever, but nobody was really checking for her like that. That's the problem. Nobody's checking for her. Yeah. They everybody for some reason.
That over there, man. She probably got a husband.
Respects Steph Curry.
Chick with the black on walking across the street.
Cases is out. Work clothes, bouncing.
These women ain't supposed to wear pants. That's one of the reasons why they ain't supposed to wear pants.
It's Deuteronomy 22 and
I see your figure. I know what you look like without those.
It don't need no imagination to it.
Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power.
What's it called?
Transvestite. Cross-dressing.
I'm sorry, with cross-dressing. Okay? This is not a dress. This is a garment. And this is honestly a garment, a sackcloth, a garment of mourning. This ain't glorious apparel like some other Israelite dudes wear. Right like that. Garments of mourning, man. What mourning was about to go down with our people. Okay?
Yeah, man. You women ain't supposed to be wearing, tight ass pants and shit. But hey, we in America, so Western culture, allows women to wear pants. Even our own women, they even know to a certain extent, but they still gonna wear pants too. You try to tell them to do a test, wear this dress, wear the loose fit dress, and then go out and see if you get any type of attention. Now put on them
with the shawl covered up the shoulder, the neck,
cover all that up, and then go out there and see what kind of attention you get. Now put on the standard American attire of women, or which is the dress like the sluts you see right there. You put on that. Now look at the attention you get. That's why the Mossad don't want women to dress that way. You're supposed to be shamefaced.
Yep.
There's gonna come a time where dumbass women, they gonna wear their scantily clad clothes out in the street, and that's gonna be during economic collapse. All hell breaking loose, and that's how they gonna get raped out.
Ravished.
Hey, the bitch had on yoga pants and put Eli, didn't she? And when I was up there, please take me with you. Little shit all ripped all up in. Take me with you, please. They gonna get you.
So that's why we're not supposed to, we look at these women, we're really supposed to turn our eyes from them, but it's like, when you in the flesh, it's like, what the fuck, man?
It's hard, man. You fight with your own flesh.
With these women, they keep it going.
Yeah. And as much as we gotta fight with ourselves to stay in balance, we're keeping our spirit, we're keeping our flesh in check. Everything in this society, particularly women, are fighting against you. Here, look at me, look at me, look at me, look, my titties is out. Hey, my thighs is out. Take a look. Look how fat my ass is. Look at how long my hair can be. Everything is pushing them toward more attention. But what did it say? What professing godliness with good works. Now what costly array, embroidered hair, and jewels around the neck.
Now with outward appearance.
Yeah, now with outward appearance. Susanna was bad enough to have two of the priests, checking her out. She conspired.
Bathsheba too.
Yeah. She was on a roof where nobody could look down. The only one with a higher roof probably was King Solomon. He had to look out like, oh, I gotta have it. Who is that? That's such and such wife.
That was
David.
King David. Like King David. He looked down was like
she was in there bathing.
Yeah, go on. Send her off. She first
I wouldn't have gave his ass shit, man. Straight up.
The two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her.
And their lust was inflamed toward her. And it said love, it said lust. Okay? When somebody else's woman lust at some demon, and someone would make you lust after another woman. Someone else's woman.
Because the Most High, he's not saying you ain't supposed to look at a woman to lust at a woman at all. He's basically telling you, don't look at married women. Don't lust after a married woman. You know she belonged to a man, but you still gonna look at her and be like, man, I want to hit.
You knew that was Joachim's wife.
Yeah.
You knew that was. Looking at her and walking in his garden.
I'm gonna go behind his back and I'm gonna size her up real quick.
Huh?
Bro, that's wicked as all hell, man. That's why it says, going back to James, the first chapter, once that lust is conceived, it brings forth sin, and then the sin brings forth death. That's why you gotta overcome the temptation, man.
That's right.
The Most High the Most High doesn't tempt you with evil, but he can allow Satan to tempt you.
Yeah.
And Satan can hop on a woman, a fine-ass woman at that, to get you. Fine-ass, bro.
I just recently went through that, man, at work. My co-worker's clearly married. He was all of a sudden started eyeballing me. Then she tell me about it, tell everybody, she telling me a dream she had about me in it. You know, that act beginning to happen in the dream. She didn't say it happened, but she looked at me like she really saw me in real life that it happened. It's like it really happened like after the fact.
That's why it's an abomination for men to be working in the same workplace as women. That ain't supposed to happen at all, man. You separate the men and the women when it comes to the penitentiary.
Right.
You know to separate men and women, you know, when it comes to those facilities. But why put them on a damn plantation together? That energy is natural, it's gonna happen. Yeah. When I was working where I was working at, man, it was majority women, man. It's the point, man. And a lot of the dudes was telling me how a lot of these chicks are married, you know, but they couldn't tell. I couldn't tell because they have the most wandering eyes I've ever seen in women, man. You know, so-called Mexican women, they be having them wandering eyes, bro. Straight up, man. Cause I was experiencing that at my job, man. At my old job. Lusted, man. I was like, God damn, man. And some of them look decent. Yeah. Well, I was like, fuck, man. I don't know how these dudes do. But some of the co-workers, they was in there popping these chicks, man. And they had husbands. They got husbands. They call them job husbands and shit.
Yeah, I seen them.
Chicks that, you know, they fuck with dudes on the job. You know, they have a affair with their male co-worker, but they got husbands, you know, at home or he working at his job and his wife working at her job, and he don't even know that at her job she fucking off, man.
I gotta tell you even worse.
At my job, the last one I had, the woman was the manager, and everybody knew she was married, but she was still having sex with all of them, bro.
Shit.
Anytime it was like a little party, like a co-worker party.
Hey, I remember this company I used to work at in LA, the bus company. There was a little Asian chick, some Chinese or something like that, Moab. She was always up under this OG pit master. Every day, he figured out how not to work. He had enough seniority to how he could get stuff done without actually doing that. It was weird, but he could do it. Right, so he was sitting up there riding in a little unit car, driving around, everything's good. She would always be up under him. They go off and disappear and all this other shit. But her husband, they were solicitors. Her husband was a mechanic in the same building, but on a different shift. And nobody would tell. I was like, he because when we on the graveyard shift we get off, the other dude already be in his car about to go home. And she go there, meet her husband, kiss him, and then get the keys in the car and go home. It was crazy. Throwing it in this man's face. So everybody walking around there looking at him like, your wife, this man is fucking shit out your wife. Come 2 hours early and see the difference of what your wife is out here doing. That's demonic and wrong, man. Even of the heathen.
That's putting a shame to her husband.
That's right.
You know? I got real quick, Sirach chapter 26. Matter of fact, let me get the one in Sirach 25, verse 25. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Don't let women out there, man, putting themselves in position to, because what they gonna do? If they got liberty, what they gonna do? They will put themselves in position to be like Aisha Curry, man, to get all praise from different men. And then when the right offer come along, what they gonna hop on it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this queen, the thing that's going on right now.
That's Eve, man.
Like, Eve finally got her wish, but she can choose. Oh, I didn't like that choice. Look, Sebastian Maniscalco, right? He said, when you go to 31 flavors, you don't get to sit there and sample every goddamn ice cream. But that's how women want it. They want to sit there, oh, that was good. You don't get to sit there and just sample ice cream. That's how women treat men. They just sample until they tired of it, and they move on to the next. That's not how the Most High set it up. The one that you with, that's the one, and that's it. You gotta choose wisely the first time. He said, if I pick a wrong flavor, guess what? I fucked up. That's it. You pick the wrong husband, you fucked up.
Sirach 26, and verse 10. I'll start at 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straight.
That first verse about the haughty eyelids?
Yeah, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Because whether a woman in this society is married or not, she'll look at you a certain way, showing you what she wants. You know? Earlier today, there was a woman in a jet walking across the street. She was on the eyeballs all over here. Looking for eye contact. And I watched her go down the line, side of each and every one of them. She can't be out of the way. This dude, he looking dumbfounded. There ain't this woman checking us out over here. Okay? That's what they'll do. And you can see what her intent was in her eyelids. The way she was looking. Go ahead, Al.
It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
If she be too promiscuous, keep her ass in line, man. That goes for your woman, not just your daughter, but your woman as well. Keep her in line, and she don't step out of line and step off on you.
Okay? If she can't get in line, you gotta give her
You gotta cut her off.
Kick her out.
Cut her off from your flesh.
Luckily, Moses threw that in there, because, man, Jake, we all messed up. But really, this bitch was been dead a long time ago.
That's why you
read further down. You know, read further down.
Yeah, this society is so fucking out of order, man. It gives these women more of an environment to put themselves in that predicament to give in to their lust. And women are weak as hell, man. They're the weaker vessel. They give in to their lust so damn easily, man. And you put them in the workforce and they see men that they're attracted to. Come on, man, what you think is gonna happen? But Esau did it that way, you know, because he wanted basically to tax women. So he wanted to put women in the workforce so that everybody can slave for his ass. He made it so where both the man and the woman gotta work. So he get double the taxation. But now your woman, she don't have time for you because she tired, but when she want to get something, and if you two that tired, I'll just go and get it out. To do at my job that I'm feeling, I'll just get with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'll step out and go out and shit. You know?
Dancing at the club, man, that's some super intimate ass shit. That's super intimate. Straight up. There's a woman out there if you want to. You can dancing with other women if you want to. Woman over there, spiritually praying. Super drunk in the club.
On verse watch over an imputed eye, above or not, if she trespass against you.
Yeah, because she's a weaker vessel, she's gonna fuck up. But that doesn't mean that you women have a free pass to just fuck up with no consequences. There's consequences to this shit. Okay?
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she had found a fountain.
That was Eve's problem. Eve didn't know how to shut the fuck up, shut her ears and her mouth up. She sit up there probably asking more questions. So I can actually tell him what to do. You know, trying to figure out the ins and outs.
Why you entertaining this?
Yeah, you entertaining this nigga for, man. This snake ass nigga for.
It says, and drink of every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Quiver and arrows, man. When you store the arrows, well, man has a natural arrow right below his, his waistline to put into the quiver. Okay, and that's a woman's pocket right below her waistline. Okay, even the ones that the arrows don't belong in there. That was the point. Read that proverb.
This is Proverbs chapter 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Yeah, because there's no penalty for you women in this society. She wiped her mouth, crumbs still on her hand and shit on her lip. I ain't done that. Come on, man. You know, like dumbass men out there will allow that shit to go on. Hey, when you go to I said before chapter, why do you think the king's concubine has so much power over him? Because she sets his man to the court. So he was letting all types of shit go. That's how big some of you men are. Afraid to lose. Like that's the last one. Last good looking one on earth. Yeah, Jake Pride be hurt because you don't like losing. Guess what? Fuck it, man. If it ain't a loss if this woman gonna go off and do that to you. Right? Everybody's been through that shit, man. I know what this part is in the curses. That you don't leave you to live with another man. It's in the curses. You gonna get children with a woman and the other man gonna lie with you. You know? It's fucked up, but it's the truth.
It's just what she's accustomed to.
It's what it is.
She's had rides before you got with that, and hey, she's desensitized to it, man. It's nothing.
She can be with somebody else and then come up with you. You don't get better than that. She can be a damn floozy ass, promiscuous hoe all her life, and then want to clean herself up and be with you. And now, and now she act like she ain't never did that. Like you were the only one ever.
To just, let me rephrase that. I mean, it's the spirit that got us kind of getting on the women. And at first, I know we was kind of like, kind of bigging women up like for their beauty and shit like that. But it was really to combat that homeless spirit. But it shows you the balance. Women have their role. Women are beautiful in their natural state. But at the same time, these women could be your stumbling block too.
That's what I was just about to say. They're the main ones that are pushing behind them. Okay?
They got
the ones that like that.
They got a gay friend and shit.
They all got gay friends.
Yeah.
They all got one. That's the end of her best friend is a gay. And probably a gay Hispanic man too. That's the fucked up part about it. You notice you see that, right? The pretty black woman are the best friend of the Hispanic gay man. But just in general, they're just always into that shit, man. But they're the ones that really push that whole vibration of the earth. If they change the vibration of how they felt about it in the earth, it wouldn't be on the level it's on right now. Okay?
We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna give all praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash.
To the apostles, a great millstone, Shalom, but the dove. To the tabernacle of David, go for the elect, Shalom.